crew, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking face, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.
So it was good, y'all, man. I'm trying to do a watch along tonight for this damn G League game, but for some reason I can't find the damn thing. So it's supposed to be on ESPN2 tonight, right? So here it goes here. You know, it says the event hasn't started yet, but clearly the event has started because I mean there's a freaking scoreboard and everything up here. So I guess I'll just do this while I'm doing that. Sharing the screen here. As you can see, there is a fucking game happening right now. So where the hell is it? You know, so I did see a watch box there. The watch box is not there anymore. So it says it's supposed to be on ESPN2. So I'm gonna be pissed off if this shit is on fucking ESPN Plus. You know, because they'll do that. You know, they'll say it's on ESPN regular ESPN2, and then they'll put it exclusively on ESPN3. So I'm looking at the shit right now and I don't see it on here. So I'm refreshing. Still got nothing going on here. So this is annoying, man. So this has happened before. I had tried to do a watch along once before, for the stuff here. And yeah, so now I'm looking at ESPN3. So I'm clicking the ESPN2 thing and it says the event hasn't started yet. So now let me click ESPN3. So now it says, log on to whatever. So let me see ESPN News. See if it works. All right, all right, so it works here. So now the game is working. So I apologize for that. So I'm just trying to start this watch along here. I mean, you can't have nice things in life, man. What the hell's going on with the internet? You can't have nice things in life. But one thing's for certain. Let's get into it right away without complaining about ESPN and them trying to sabotage what we got going on here. This team is actually pretty good. I'm talking about the Westchester Knicks, as we can see, 14-4. This Indiana Mad Ants. They used to be the Grand Rapids Mad Ants, right? But they're 15-1, so they're a good team. So if you want to talk about a team that's about as close to like let's say NBA expansion kind of club, that's exactly what these Mad Ants are, man. So right now the Westchester Knicks are handling them 14-4. So right now I'm watching on ESPN News. They have it on ESPN3, and they should have it on ESPN2. So I don't know if you guys are watching it on TV. You should, because this is a great way to get some stats and get to know some of these players here with the G League, man. So I'm still trying to set up because I almost got pissed off just now. I almost like went ape shit until I figured it out just now. But I'm gonna see if I can get some stats going here so I can follow here. So one player I wanted to highlight is Goodwin. Shout out to Brandon Goodwin on the Westchester Knicks side. He had 33 points in the first game of the tournament. Then he had 28 points in the last game. So now here in the championship game, we're looking forward to see him get busy. Shout out to Charlie Brown, some of those players that they have there. On the Mad Ants team, their starting point guard is actually Alfred Payton. So that's interesting for anybody that gives a shit about that. So anyway, it's a fairly empty gym. You know, as you can see, almost looks like the COVID gym, the way that the COVID gym used to look with the screen in the back and stuff. I'm not sure exactly where they're playing right now, but anyway, you got number 16 coming across the screen. Alfred Payton in the corner for three. He misses that. Number 20, that I believe that's Dylan for the Knicks there. I think his name is Dylan Kinsler or something like that. I'll get the names good in a second. Good, you got Goodwin over to Roby to Dylon. Now we got Jacob Toppin posting up, kicks it out to the shooter. That's Charlie Brown Jr. hits the front of the rim, misses that. Here comes the Indiana Mad Ants. So the Indiana Mad Ants, of course, they're the Indiana Pacers affiliate. So they're gonna be looking to push the ball here. You know, they got, like I said, they got Alfred Payton starting for them. Shout out to, did they call up Daquan Jeffries? That's cheating. Is that Daquan Jeffries there? No, no, no. No, I believe that's Brandon Goodman. So Brandon Goodman has the ball. He's dribbling there. He's number 0 there. He kicks it out to Jacob Toppin all the way to the rim there. Gets fouled, no call. Here comes Indiana. Kind of a broken play here. Inside pass to number 2. He lost it due to good defense by Isaiah Roby. So Isaiah Roby, like I said, Dylon is good. That's the white kid. I'm telling you, there are a lot of good players there. I think the Knicks, Westchester Knicks, have a lot of NBA caliber players on their team. You know, guys that can act that we can actually call up if we needed to. So they haven't scored since I came back on, man. So it's 14-4. Like I said, let's get some scores going on here. I was trying to use the actual G League website, but the G League website, they don't even update it, man. So that's a shame. That's a shame that they don't update their own website. So nobody scored yet. Indiana, here comes Alfred Payton bringing the ball up the court. Alfred Payton should still be on somebody's team. He still could play. I feel like he's gotten better too. His jump shot is much better. So we got a shooter in the corner. Down playing good defense there, kicking that out to number 5, almost a turnover. Back to number 5. He gets the top of the key. He has to let it go because the shot clock is going down. And of course, they knock it down. These pro players, man, they're good at taking bad shots. So with the shot clock running down, he was able to get the shot off there. So once again, this podcast is not sponsored by Pepsi, but if Pepsi would like to slide me a promo code, I totally would love that. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Everybody's wondering what the hell's going on here. I'm doing some G League watch along stuff. So once again, I'm watching on ESPN News right now. So hopefully they don't screw me and change the telecast midway through the game. That would piss me out. That would take me over the top, you know. But they're on ESPN Plus if you have that, and they're on ESPN 3 as well if you have ESPN 3. I think you got to pay extra for ESPN 3 and ESPN Plus. But ESPN News, it depends on what kind of package you have in your sports. You should have ESPN News. So I'm one of those guys that have ESPN News. So that's how I'm watching it right now. Of course, you got illegal screens, legal streams. We're not going to go there. So second bucket since I've been watching now. So the Mad Ants are going on a nice little run here. So as I say with Tom Thibodeau, once you're going on a little 5-0 run, it's time to call a timeout. So they literally went on a 4-0 run. But here goes Charlie Brown with a highly contested 3-point shot. He misses everything. So here comes the Mad Ants there. They got to do with a ill porn stats, number 26, coming across the screen there. He gives it over to number 10. He drives, bumps, swings around to the opposite side of the rim, and he locks that down. So the Mad Ants right now, they're on a nice little run. I don't know if they should call a timeout or not. Shout out to the Knicks coaches, Desana Diop. If anybody remember his bum ass from when he played in the NBA. The Knicks are shooting threes now. Isaiah Roby just shot a 3. So I feel like the Knicks are bailing this Indiana team out. The Indiana team is really pushing the ball there. They launched the 3. So they knocked it down. So with that 3-point shot, they tied the game. So I'm wondering when these guys are going to call a timeout. So here comes Brandon Goodwin coming across the timeline. And it looks like they're finally going to call a timeout. So Desana Diop is literally standing right there watching the Knicks squad go from 14-4. You know, it was 14-4, and he sat there and watched them go on a 10-0 run just now without calling a timeout. So that's fucking Tom Thibodeau-esque right there, man. So like I said, I'm trying to get this scoreboard going on here. So let me see. Get this G League scoreboard going on here on my phone so I can make sure I get the proper stats and stuff on this, so I could talk about these stats here. So like I said, if you look for yourself, look online and look at the G League website. There's literally no updates with this tournament. It's like the tournament doesn't exist. On their website, which is ridiculous. So I gotta go to ESPN. So ESPN is like the home of the G League, right? So the G League is that they're basically all the coverage that you need, I guess, right? So let me check out their stats here. All right, so box score, like I said, Jacob Toppin starting the forward with Isaiah Roby. You got Charlie Brown Jr. with the other small forward spot. Brandon Goodwin, like I said, he's been leading the Knicks in scoring here with 33 points, I believe, the other day. I think he had 28 yesterday, and today he's on his third game straight here. He's two for three, so he's definitely going to be trying to hold us down today. Dylan Windler, that's the white kid. This on the Knicks there. He's 3 for 3 today. He's really good. He's somebody the Knicks to call up if we ever needed to. Off the bench, they got a guy named Diake or Diakite, whatever his name is. He's pretty good. Shout out to what's this guy's name? I forgot his name, but Skanskas, whatever. He was rumored to be called up by the Knicks. Which is ridiculous. So if they call him up, when there's so many other pro level centers out there, that would be the most ridiculous thing that we ever did. Because Isaiah Roby should be called up before that kid. Even though that dude is pretty good, we saw him in the G League, but it's the G League. We shouldn't be calling up like guys coming off the bench on the G League. Who else they have on there? Of course, Jalen Martin is there. We got a couple other guys too. Some of these guys are hurt as well. Shout out to Dwayne Washington. If they had Dwayne Washington, I think the Westchester Knicks would be undefeated. You know. So like I said here, I don't know what's going on, but now I'm watching Around the Horn right now. So I don't know if they're just showing something like is this just like a preview kind of thing, in between the game. But they legit have Around the Horn on right now. So I don't know if this is like a Christmas special type of thing. We're talking about LeBron James literally right now. So hopefully this is just a little segment. And they're gonna get back to the damn game. So no, I'm looking. They literally turned the fucking game off. Do you believe that shit? They turned the fucking game off so they can talk about LeBron James and stuff like that. What the fuck am I watching right now? So sorry for the cursing so late in the evening here, but they literally had the game on where the Westchester they basically tied the game. So I see the game is back on, but they legit took it off of ESPN News now. So now we're watching that shit on things. So now let's see if it's gonna be on ESPN too. What the fuck is going on? Like unannounced, they just totally turned it off and put another program on. You believe that? Okay, so here we go. Now the game is on ESPN two now. So listen, man, who do I call? Who do I call to freaking complain about this shit, man? Trying to do a watch along here, and they had the nerve to take the game off the channel that I'm watching. You believe that unannounced? What kind of unprofessional shit is that, man? ESPN, worldwide leader in sports, right? Motherfuckers. So anyway, we got the scoreboard there, nice and big for you guys. So we got this dude Skipansky. I was calling him Skip in the summer. Brandon Goodwin with a jump shot. So it looks like the Knicks are here. The Knicks, Westchester Knicks are just kind of throwing up anything. Good defense there by Jacob Toppin to try to stop the layup, but he still was able to get in there. I don't know if they counted that shot. No, they did not count it. So it's a shot on the floor. So that's pretty good. So who's number 21? Number 21, his name is Wong. Never heard of him, So, but like I said, when you're watching games in the park and stuff like that, you don't know guys' names, but you sit and watch and you get to know who's good. They'll say, "Oh, this guy's good. This guy's good," but then you watch them play, and they're supposed to be 20 point a game scorers and X Y Z, and they don't show up. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, he showed up, with the Nets there. We were all expecting him to have a good game, but he didn't have a good game against the Knicks. So, you got to show improve, man. Guys have an average for a reason, a scoring average. So, they don't usually score the same points every day. So anyway, you got 21 in the corner there. drives all the way to the basket, fakes it, kicks it out to Brandon Goodwin. Brandon Goodwin for three. He misses that. So the Knicks are attacking. Just watching what they do. Every time they make a move to the basket, they're not even looking at the rim. So that's right on brand to what the real Knicks do. Yeah, shout out to Julius Randle, been playing pretty good lately, man. But Julius Randle drives to the basket and he doesn't look either. He'll rather kick it out to the three than look at the basket. So anyway, you got the Indiana Mad Ants here. They're trying to get some motion going on here. Got one big man in the middle and four little guys around him. They're trying to attack the Knicks defense there. The Knicks defense is right on brand with the big club as well. So we got Jalen Martin's out there. I don't know who 00 is. We'll get into that in a second. Number 21 pulls up. So I believe that's the Ike, whatever his name is. He shoots a three. So it's 21-16. Westchester Knicks are up. And we go again with the Mad Ants. Mad Ants are running the same play here. So shout out to 00. 00 getting a little nitpicky there with their big man. So this is Noel. So I believe Noel's first name is Obadiah. Obadiah Noel. So he's a rough and tumble kind of guy. So he's their big man at the moment, I guess. He's playing like a power forward kind of thing. So like I said, Indiana's playing one big man at top of the key and four little guys around him. So they hit a 3-point shot in the corner. Knicks are kind of like trying to figure out how to guard this offense here. So we'll see. Here comes the Knicks. Knicks coming down. They're doing a little weave thing that the Knicks do, the regular Knicks. Brandon Goodwin, top of the key, looking to get inside. He gets all the way to the basket. He just blocks at the rim. Here comes Indiana trying to push. He goes number 10, drives, puts up the shot, no good, but they call a foul. So good action here. I wouldn't call it NBA action, but this is about as close to you know, close to, I don't even know what to call it. G League has its own style. Like college has its own style. There's a lot of ball movement, repetitive plays, and that type of thing. Not a lot of one-on-one stuff. In the G League, guys tend to go rogue a lot. You don't really see guys running plays too much. Guys tend to go rogue in the G League. So the G League traditionally has always been like a rough style of basketball, not particularly organized for the most part. But the teams that are organized are typical teams that usually win. So today, I'm eating some veggie wings, excuse me, nuggets here, excuse me, not wings, with some sauce that I put together. I think it's like got mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, and some other shit on there. I don't give a fuck. So the Westchester Knicks making a lot of mistakes here, turnovers, but this Indiana Mad Ants have not been able to capitalize. So I see them asking to review the plays too. Shout out to Diop. So that whole review thing, I think that's part of the culture. Because I see guys they post games online and they be asking dudes to replay plays while they're in the gym, like playing in freaking 24-hour fitness. It's crazy. Dudes jump on the court, say, "Yo, I got it," and then they actually review it, and then they base their argument of somebody recording off their phone on the side. What part of the game is that, man? Another turnover by the Westchester Knicks here. So the Westchester Knicks don't have nothing going for them right now, but neither do the Mad Ants. Charlie Brown had to scale the court there, and he was able to get a foul to stop the bucket. But shout out to Wong on the Indiana team. He went up so lazy. So some of these guys, they wonder why they're not in the league. Looking at this kid Wong, his body language is atrocious, bro. He just like kind of like he looks like he's out of breath already, swinging his arms. He did not go for that layup strong at all. So these guys wonder why they're not in the big leagues. That's it. So anyway, 00's bringing the ball up the court. That's Obadiah Noel. Over to Scap over to Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown back to Noel. Noel is driving, dribble handoff to number 21. That's Diake. He pulls up for another 3-point shot and he misses everything. Out of bounds, almost out of bounds. 44 saves it. So the Indiana team is trying to take advantage of the fast break there. So they do. So they're up now quick, 25-21. This Westchester team has nothing going right now. So here goes Scap with the pick to Noel. So Noel tried to get post position. He didn't even have a solid post position. He's standing there looking to get the ball, but did not steal his man off. So his man stole it, but they call a foul. So they're going to set up again. Once again, the Knicks are not playing. This is the Westchester Knicks. This is actually, I didn't even really get to talk about that. We'll talk about that in a second. But Noel top of the key, he gives it over to Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown just launches a 3-point shot. He misses that, but he got fouled. So I don't know if they call a foul or they call an offensive foul because I see Indiana players going to the towards their basket. So we had a stoppage in play. So this is actually their showcase cup. So there's a lot of money involved here. So I think the winner of the game here. So that was a turnover by the Westchester Knicks. Number 21 just pulls up for three. He knocks it down. So this lead is extended to 28 to 21. So I believe at the end of this game here, whoever wins, the winner gets $100,000 each player. I believe. So for a team that wants some money, neither team seems like they're even ready for this game. So I know both teams played yesterday. So these guys might be tired. Basically 3 games in 4 nights, I believe. So I know these guys are tired, but there's some big money on the line here. Very sloppy play by both teams. So that's Diake. Diake comes off the bench, but he has a quick trigger. I got a chance to watch some of these games, or just because I have nothing else to do. A lot of these games are played at weird times. Like these tournament games were, I think one game was at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. So I got a chance to watch the entire game, the last Westchester Knicks game. So it's good to have somebody, another New York team, somebody that plays basketball that you can watch, outside of the Knicks, just to get your basketball fix. So usually the Westchester Knicks play pretty good. They kind of play similar to the Knicks. Here goes Noel. He just launches a 3-point shot. So, I mean, this Westchester team has nothing going right now. Nobody's moving. There's no action out there today. It's very different from the last game that they played. Last game they played, they actually had a lot of movement going on. So here's Indiana. Indiana's doing a lot of movement for no reason. 21 held the ball the entire time. Interior passes to one of their players, number 10, ends up being a shot clock violation. So they had nothing going offensively there. So shot clock violation also the end of the first quarter. So as you can see, the score is 30-21. Sloppy play in the first quarter here, man. So I mean, if Westchester can get it together, I think they can win this game because they definitely play better than what they're showing right now. So, like I said, this is a good chance for you guys to do some scouting to find out whether these guys can actually play or not. So, like I said, watch out for Toppin. Toppin's 1 for 7 tonight so far. Isaiah Roby, he doesn't really take shots. He attempted one shot today so far. I believe that like the last game he attempted like 4 shots or something like that. Charlie Brown has been scoring a lot. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Like I said, Brandon Goodwin hit 33 and 28 in back-to-back games. He's only 2 for 6 right now. And then Dylan Windler, he's 3 for 4. So he's our best scorer right now. Skapintes, whatever his name is, that's the center off the bench. He's 2 for 2. But you want to talk about physical? That dude is not physical. Like I said, he got the ball stolen from him, not trying to get post position, but not actually clearing his man out. So little things like that. He's very what do you want to say? Very not flashy, but like he's just a scorer, but he doesn't play physical enough to actually back up his scoring. You know what I'm trying to say? So these guys are in the G League for a reason. This dude, Jalen Martin, I think he's still trying to get the speed of the pro game. I saw one game when he actually scored really well, but then I watched another game where he looked like he didn't even belong out there. So he's still a young kid, so he's still trying to find the speed of the game. He came from he was coached by Charlie Ward for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a knock to Charlie Ward, but Charlie Ward is not known for to be like, this big skills guy as far as basketball is concerned. But guys are here for a reason because they are pro level players. But are they NBA players? That's another story. Let's take a look at this Indiana Mad Ants team. Just a bunch of guys I have no idea. Alfred Payton's 1 for 6 right now. He has 1 assist. He only has 2 points. The next highest score they have is that dude I Wong. He actually comes off the bench. He has 7 points right now. No other stats to speak of. Their starting lineup here, very erratic starting lineup. Same thing with just like the Westchester Knicks. They didn't really attempt a lot of shots per se for that group. And then also, they're one like Alfred Payton's 1 for 6. Some other guys 1 for 4. So sloppy play so far. But I'm hoping these Westchester Knicks can get this money. Just to get a championship would be nice to see somebody in the Knicks organization win something. So here we go with Isaiah Roby giving it to Brandon Goodwin kicks it out to Charlie Brown in the corner. Charlie Brown drives right into three defenders there, but still scores and gets the and one. So I believe did that count? Yes, that point counted. So he's going to get a free throw added to that. So hopefully we can cut this lead to 24. As you can see on the screen, they did get the free throw. So I'm a little bit behind. My clock is 11:41. I see on this clock is 11:30. So definitely behind by 20 seconds. That's right on brand right there. Like I said, Desana Diop, I don't know how he became a Knicks coach because he never played for the Knicks. I remember he played for Cleveland, journeyman. He was trash. He could rebound, he could block shots, but he was not a good basketball player. But it's weird that he's coaching. Somebody like they say people that couldn't play could coach. A lot of some people could coach. They say some people that played can't coach, like say Magic Johnson, for instance, or like a Michael Jordan, stuff like that. They're some of the greatest players ever, but they're not the best executives, not the best, coaches and stuff like that. Shout out to people like me. I do watch alongs. Shout out, like I gotta do a shout out to the guys in the chat too. But shout out to everybody in there. I mean, a lot of you guys know basketball really well. A lot of you guys are NBA pro level guys. The way that we talk with each other, you guys know the game. So it all has to do with opportunity, shit like that. Whether or not you're willing to sacrifice to get the opportunity as well. So the Westchester Knicks, we got Obadiah Noel fighting for his life, trying to drive there. So he's really chucking. So there's a reason why he's coming off the bench because he has a lot of skills. As you can see, he's volatile, just forcing his way to the basket there, not even trying to pass the ball. 32 to 24 here. So here comes Indiana. So they actually riding this dude, Wong here. He's on the point guard coming across the screen. Gets all the way to the paint almost there, right in front of Isaiah Roby. You got Brandon Godwin with the rebounding, full head of steam, gives it out to Charlie Brown for another 3-point shot. He knocks that down. So after missing a whole bunch of jump shots, here he goes here with a transition three. Here comes the Indiana Mad Ants. This dude number 5, he traveled his ass off. It seemed like to me, but he made a nice little transition layup. Here comes the Westchester Knicks. Charlie Brown full head of steam, gives it to Roby. He gets blocked on the inside. So the Knicks got Indiana guys trapped in the corner, but here they go trying to force the fast break. Wow, big time dunk there by number 10. Number 10 on Obadiah Noel. So number 10 got some energy over there for Indiana. So here comes the Knicks there. Knicks are trying to figure something out. No spacing really. Goodwin's trying to get around Isaiah Roby's screen, gives it back out to this is Jacob Toppin. Jacob Toppin drives and just falls to the ground, man. Shit. So another turnover here. Very sloppy play. But shout out to Jacob Toppin. Didn't give up on the play. He was able to get a steal. But nothing happened there. 2 shots on the ball there. You got Jacob Toppin blows another layup. So this dude number 5, I don't know. I gotta watch his feet because he has some moves that it looks like his leg disappeared, and then somehow he gets to the basket. But this is that kid Walker. Walker should actually be starting for them or playing in their rotation. He's actually a pretty good basketball player. This dude Walker from Indiana. So right now, let me check out and see what Walker has. Walker actually has 7 points right now, 4 rebounds. He's a good scorer. So like I said, somebody like him, he was actually fighting guys like Obi Toppin and some of the other guys for actually rotation minutes, man. So he got called down to the to the G League here, probably for this tournament, just so they can try to squeeze out some wins here. So anyway, we got Goodwin, top of the key, setting up offense. It gives it to Jacob Toppin. Jacob Toppin over to Obadiah Noel. Back to Godwin. Goodwin's on the right-hand side, takes a screen from Roby. Step back jump shot, looks well short. Indiana Pacers gets another rebound. Jacob Toppin trying to press there, try to get the steal out of bounds on him on his foot. 27 to 39. This game is kind of ugly here. I'm waiting for this Westchester team to get cooking the way they did the last 2 games. So I challenge you guys. After you watch this game, if you feel like it, watch the last 2 games just so you can see how they played. Play much more fluid than they are playing right now. I don't know if that's a testament to what Indiana's doing or just how trash they are. So number 26 over to 44 in Indiana. This guy Wong, number 21, comes across the screen there. He's not going to pass it. This dude is going to shoot it. So he just throws it back out because he had nowhere else to go. Here goes Walker, drives there. I'm watching his feet, man. It looks like he's traveling every single time. He gets the rebound just now after a missed shot. 26 jabs, drives left. He tries to bang it, so he's trying to get on ESPN, number 26. That's Mr. Shepard there. So he tried to take Isaiah Roby's life just now. So Isaiah Roby's on the floor, pumping himself on the floor, like I don't know why. So literally, number 26 tried to take his life, but he caught like a shot to like the solar plexus there in the gut. So it probably knocked the wind out of him. So they call charge. That's interesting. So here comes the G League team here. Roby, top of the key, gives it over to Dylon. Dylon over to Goodwin. Good top of the key, takes a screen from Jacob Toppin. He had an alley oop. He did not pass it to him. Charlie Brown finds a 3-point shot in the corner and misses another one. So Charlie Brown right now, he's got to be like 0 for 12 or some shit. He's 0 for 7. Another bad shot by Indiana. Here comes Dylon. Dylon dribbling the ball up the court, gives it to Goodwin. Almost got it stolen. Back to Dylon in the corner. Wide open jump shot, no good. Ugly ass game here. Number 26 falls to the ground, gives it over to number 10 for the layup. So Isaiah Roby gets hit again. I don't know if he hurt his hand. So he's wincing. So it looks like he jammed his hand there. So he has like a wrist guard protecting his thumb. So I don't know if you guys ever play getting that hurting your thumb here. Because I used to have that. Sometimes my thumb dislocates when I used to play basketball. So that thumb would dislocate. And you got to put the way that wrap is that he has on there, it protects the thumb. So he definitely jammed his thumb just now. So anyway, this game is getting out of hand, 41-27. The Westchester Knicks have not scored in a while. Well, we got a break into play here, so let's say what's up to you guys. Once again, this is a watch along here for the Westchester, for the Westchester Knicks. We're in the winter showcase for the G League. There's $100,000 up for grab for each player on this team if they win. So they're playing against the Indiana Mad Ants for the championship of this winter showcase. So far, the Westchester Knicks are not playing well. They're playing to the level that they were playing the last two games. Like I said, 41-27 right now with 8 minutes and 30 seconds here. They're on a break, doing a little timeout here. We got Generation JL. What's good? Merry Christmas to everybody. I don't know if I'm going to see everybody today as far as coworkers. This is a coworker here. So Merry Christmas to you, buddy. Hope everything is good with you and the family. Shout out to Mega. Shout out to Mega's just chilling. Nevada and TCU. Yeah, I lost like almost. I want to say I lost $500 in like the last 2 days, man, due to online betting. So I kind of need to take a break because I mean that's like $500 that I didn't really have. That I lost like on like bets that should have passed, like teams that were up by 20. I was betting on those guys in game bets and they came back like all day today. People have been coming back on me. Pause. You know. Shout out to Steph. Those sports. Shout out to Steph. So we're back in action. I'll get back to you guys in a second. We're back into action. Dallin just throws up a three. He's well guarded. Here goes number 26, bringing the ball up the court. Asking for the point guard to come across. So this is this kid Wong, 21. Very lazy player, man. Gets the ball on the inside back to number 26 after he went around a bunch of screens. Ball is on the floor. The referees is taking his sweet ass time to call a fucking jump ball, but he calls out of bounds there. It's a trash call there. It should have been a jump ball. So here comes Westchester trying to figure it out. So I never seen that before. Guys are fighting for the loose ball there, and the referee doesn't call anything. Just like he was waiting for it to go out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? It was jump ball for like the longest time, but he doesn't call anything until it literally went out of bounds. So anyway, Charlie Brown fakes a dribble handoff, goes all the way to the basket. Nice extended layup there with the left hand. So Charlie Brown makes a nice little score. This Westchester Knicks team need to clamp on the defense here. So Wong just threw it on the inside to 4 Westchester Knicks there. Jacob Toppin got the steal. Here goes Brandon Ingram, middle of the court, walking it up. Now we got a full head of steam there. He bumps the guy for no reason, gives it over to Isaiah Roby, fakes a three, all the way on the inside, tries to get a nice easy layup, gets the rebound, and lays it up with the right hand. So Isaiah Roby, man, he looked bigger before when he was on OKC. I don't know if he might have lost a little bit of weight, due to trying to get in better shape and stuff. It definitely looks smaller than he did when he was younger. You know, good quickness to the basket. He's been getting blocked a lot, but he stays with the ball. He's definitely playing below his skill level. He really should be playing a lot more skillful. but he's settled into this role here where he's playing basically like a Taj Gibson style of basketball. Shout out to this kid Walker. I'm watching his legs, the way that he moves up and down the court. I feel like he travels every single time, and he keeps making these sudden movements too, man. Like just now at the free throw line, he's like squeezing his thighs together. Just very weird. Like he got to take a piss or something. So you got Goodwin over to Charlie Brown, shoots another 3-point shot, man. He knocks that down. So this guy Charlie Brown knows his role is to just get those shots up, and he's been doing that right now. What does he have right now? Charlie Brown has 11 points, leading all scorers right now. So he goes number 26, pulls up about the free throw line. He knocks that down. So back to the Knicks here. Brandon Goodwin's pushing the ball up the court. Like I said, Brandon Goodwin has been one of our biggest scorers here. He hasn't really been able to get off. He's trying though. Good pass inside to Isaiah Roby. Isaiah Roby somehow got it to Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown misses everything. Indiana with the rebound. He had number 26 has it in the corner. Gives it over to Walker. Walker to number 2. Number 2 is Elfrid Payton. Tried to dunk it, but he barely got it up there. But he scores 47-34. Indiana man ants are up. Brandon Goodwin's bringing the ball up the court. Coming across the screen for Isaiah Roby. Cross court to Dylon. Dylon drives, and he gets a two-handed dunk. So he needs to get off that rim. He was holding on the rim a little too long there. Elfrid Payton pushing the ball. Number 26 has it. Gets it inside to number 44. Number 44 just bodied Isaiah Roby there. So Isaiah Roby, definitely getting bodied by the bigger 44. I'm not sure exactly who number 44 is here. So I believe I can't pronounce his name either. Tashibwe. I believe that's his name there, number 44. Definitely bodying Roby right now. So that's probably the reason why the Roby hasn't been called up. So out of bounds by the Knicks there. So Indiana's going to bring the ball back in right now. So just scouting Isaiah Roby, man. Is Isaiah Roby a good backup option for the Knicks? My answer to that is no. Physically, he just doesn't bring it physically, man. Talent-wise, he has a good talent. Is he even a center? I think he's more like a power forward, but it got him playing center. So it's just very, very odd. Number 24 pumps and dumps on drives there, looking for his own shot. Kicks it back out to number 26. 26 crosses over. Good defense by Godwin, but he spins into the lane there. Isaiah Roby gets in there for the block. So here comes Dylon trying to bring the ball up the court. Struggling a little bit there. Indiana kind of let him off the hook. So here he goes, gives it back to Godwin. Godwin has the ball, takes a slight screen from Charlie Brown, sidestep on all the way to the basket, but he kicks it out to Jacob Toppin off the front of the rim. Good defense there by Charlie Brown to knock it loose. Jacob Toppin gets it back. Jacob Toppin has no ball handling, man. He just got it stripped. So, like I said, the answers are right in your face for why these guys are not in the league there. So number 24 tried to pass it across the court there and threw it straight out of bounds. So I mean, like I said, you want to know why these guys are not in the G League? I mean, what not in the big game? That's the reason. Goodwin over to Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown standing there, just disregarded 2 picks there. Picks up his dribble and everything. Jacob Toppin has it now. Gives it over to Isaiah Roby, top of the key. Gives it inside to Jacob Toppin. Jacob Toppin able to get up on that rim for the dunk. 40-49. Indiana Pacers allowing the Westchester Knicks to come back in. Elfrid Payton. So they running that 4-out, 1 player in offense. Knicks able to get the rebound. Charlie Brown. Give it over to Goodwin. Goodwin brings the ball up the court. Goodwin is trying to get loose. You can see it. He's dribbling, attacking Elfrid Payton. Pulls up for a floater over the top there. He misses it. So here comes the Indiana Man Ants. Wow, Elfrid Payton with a good pass there to get a nice little fast break layup by number 26. Knicks need a timeout. They're up by 11 right now, Indiana. So I feel like this guy designer is not even looking at the game. Got his hands in his pockets, playing with himself. He just made a substitution for their center. Here goes Godwin. He drives there. The referee's made a late call there, so he gets called. So I mean, I guess guys might be tired, So like I said, they just finished playing a game yesterday. Now here they go. Basically 3 games in 4 nights. So these guys are tired. I know they were out shopping, trying to get their last minute Christmas shopping in and stuff like that. But even though I say that, this game is for $100,000, man. You want to talk about a Christmas present? So Godwin makes one of his free throws. So we got 42 to 51. For Peyton gives it over to number six. Number six over to 10. 10 back to six. Nobody's cutting in. Number 24 definitely got some good NBA action there. 24 was able to get the loose ball again. He misses that. Jacob Toppin, instead of getting the rebound, he taps it to himself, which is ridiculous. Brandon Goodwin, full head of steam, gives it over to Obi Toppin, but number six annihilates that. So that's number. His name is Bell. So Bell's that dude who used to play for Golden State back in the days. So I forgot Money's full name, but this dude Bell, he absolutely played for Golden State. He was on some of those Golden State championship teams. Didn't really play, but still was on those teams nonetheless. Jacob Toppin is going to shoot some free throws here. Yeah, so scouting report on Jacob Toppin, not paying attention. That's one thing I noticed about him. One thing I do notice that on the flip side, he does not give up on the play. Even though he's not necessarily so crispy in his court awareness, he still doesn't give up on the play. So he got two steals based off of him doing that. He goes Westchester Knicks not paying attention on the inside. Number 22 blows a layup. Westchester able to get the block there. He goes Jacob Toppin looking to try to create something, and he has no handle. That's another thing too. So Jacob Toppin gets it back again. So I mean, he needs to get rid of this ball. He gets all the way to the basket, able to lay it up there. So good finishing ability by Jacob Toppin. Compared to Obi, I think he's a better finisher, like driving to the basket. But just like paying attention and confidence in the jump shot, he doesn't really have that yet. So the Westchester Knicks, they're playing good defense, man, but they just cannot get that defensive rebound. So the Indiana Mad Ants just hit a three-point shot just now. Fairly timely three-point shot to get the Knicks up off them. Brandon Goodwin trying to attack Elfrid Payton. He gets blocked by three players, man. So I don't know if they call a loose ball foul on the Knicks there or Indiana. So it looks like Indiana called a timeout or something. I can't tell what the hell happened there. But this Indiana team is absolutely mollywopping the Westchester Knicks on every time they drive. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. I really want this team to win, because I mean, it's kind of silly because I mean, it doesn't mean nothing for us in the grand scheme of things as far as the big club or as far as the fan base either. But same thing like winning the in-season tournament. If the Knicks won the in-season tournament, it would have been fun. So this right now for the Westchester franchise, for them to be so successful the last few years as far as building it up, it would be nice to win the first Showcase Cup for this Westchester team. Definitely get some hardware within the organization, man. Just get a reputation of winning in the G League and in the big club will be awesome for both teams. But ironically, the Mad Ants of Indiana, they're in the showcase here in the championship. They got the upper hand right now against the Knicks, but they also actually almost won the in-season tournament, in the big club. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. So I mean, Indiana, I counted them out as a franchise, but they actually been playing pretty good. If you watch them, they definitely play a very fast style of basketball. Fun style of basketball. A lot of three-point shots. Like I said, not really traditional bigs. If you count, the center that they have there, they don't really play a big style of game. Everything is like fast break and everything is cutting. Everything is three-point shots, man. So it's a good offense there. The coach definitely, Coach Carlisle put together a good offense for them. But it is what it is. This Westchester team, they tend to play good defense, rebounding, and stuff like that. They let Goodwin go crazy because they didn't really have scorers like that. You know, so they just went through the Orange County Convention Center there. So I believe this is Florida, if I'm not mistaken. But this convention center, they have two game courts, five practice courts, one warm up court. So it's a big basketball facility there. So I mean, Florida is good for that. As I believe they're in Florida. I'm not exactly sure. Indiana drives there, number six. So number six, who's number six, man? Number six is Bell. I forgot money's first name. This is Josh Bell. But like I said, he definitely was on that Golden State team. So the Knicks can't even make passes, man. They can't even get the passes together. So Bell falls down, hurts his knee a little bit there. Like I said, the X button is not working for Westchester today. So let me continue with the what's ups here. So once again, what's up to Dope Soul? Shout out to Harlem CO. As Harlem CO sees, you see I'm rocking your brother's hat here. So I did it for a reason. 70 years of the NBA. So now we actually have a developmental league. So the not developmental, but the developing league. For this league here, which is like a farm system. So the G League has been around for a while. It used to be the D League. They changed it to the G League. Because it's sponsored by Gatorade. Shout out to the Knicks color sneakers on the court there. But yeah, man. So shout out to the NBA for finally having a successful farm system where you can send guys to the G League and they come up. So many different players have went down to the G League and came up to become really good basketball players. Players like Bell, who's actually had some success in the NBA, they get to go to the G League so they can still get some reps and still play competitive basketball, even though they don't get a shot in the major leagues there. Alfred Payton is a guy too that they probably could be on a major club still, but he rather play for the G League. That way he could just play major minutes, rather than just sitting on the bench doing nothing. So the G League does have a purpose, man. So shout out to the G League and all these players here. It's an opportunity for them to play basketball and not for them to be like working in McDonald's or some dumb shit like that. Not saying that that's the only thing they could do, but if you love the game, you should, like if you had opportunity to play, whether you're making millions or just like regular salary, 100,000, whatever regular salary type games, and that's a blessing, you know. So shout out to these guys living their dream. Double zero there. We got Obadiah Noel, so he's the backup point guard, very feisty player. Jacob Toppin gets an inside. He gets bumped and dumped, gets his own rebound there, so he wasn't able to finish there. So a lot of sloppy play, but very physical play out there. So I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't know if Westchester is going to get the ball back or it's going to be Indiana. So I mean, but all these plays could kind of be called either way. Like I said, I'm looking at Designer Diop. I'm wondering why he's there. It irks me. They've had coaches throughout the Westchester that actually won. Shout out to what's his name, Mike Miller. He was a good coach for them. So I don't understand why the coaches don't translate over to the big club. You know what I'm saying? Because the last few coaches for Westchester actually played really, really well. Coached really well for them. So now all of a sudden Designer Job is the starting coach for Westchester. So it's weird. Not starting coach, but he's like the head coach here. So Jacob Toppin, man, he's trying to create stuff, man. He just does not have a good handle. He dribbles too high, relying on the spin. So very frustrating. The Indiana team is just going right at his chest there. He was trying to dribble there, trying to bump and spin. Got the hand in there, definitely pulled him off a square. So his base is not strong enough. He's Obi Toppin definitely got to get stronger. He's got to figure out how to use his base, his legs to get free. Just now he tried to spin just now, and then just one simple hand on his hip there made him fall to the ground. So that's not necessarily good there. So just things for these guys to grow. I just hope that they do get those little tips there on how to get better. It's not necessarily all about just working on your reps. It's about looking at the nuances and why you can't get free, why you always falling on the floor and that type of thing. So anyway, Obadiah Noel there, and that's the point guard, comes around the screen there, dribbling to nowhere. And then he just launches it. He had to, the shot clock was going down. He launches a three-point shot. So that's a shot clock violation. It's going to be Indiana ball. So, his job is to pay attention, man. You got to pay attention to that shot clock. Like I said, I'm just looking at Designer Diop. I just don't remember him being a smart player, being a passer or anything like that. I just remember him being somebody that's just really tall, you know? Not just somebody that's like a cerebral kind of guy that I ever thought about him ever being a coach. So I can imagine somebody so terrible like him, could be in the locker room talking shit about how what the team should do. So shout out to Obadiah, gets in there, gets a nice little layup. Score is now 49-58, 33 seconds and a half here. So right now what I would do as far as this team, it would be nice to blank Indiana, don't let them score again. So right on cue, number 26 drives there, loses the ball. Brandon Goodwin gets it and knocks it off of Indiana. So a lot of these guys are falling on the floor. 21 just drove. That's the other point guard, the backup point guard for Indiana. He just falls on the floor. Certain guys too, like Bell, and then there's another guy on Indiana. They just really physical. And they, like I said, they have real NBA experience, so they just pushing around these other guys. They're like it's almost like men against boys a little bit. So anyway, so Goodwin's dribbling the ball up the court, takes a screen from Jacob Toppin, kicks it out to Scapan, whatever his name is, center. He misses a three, but Jacob Toppin gets the rebound. He tries to shoot it back up, and they just knock him to the floor. No foul called or anything. So he has no Jacob Toppin has zero strength. He got the rebound and they pushed him on the floor. So he's very frustrated. You can see he pulled the jersey out of his pants there. So not even giving high five to his teammates. Roby's pulling his jersey, trying to get him to stop to talk. So he's absolutely frustrated. So I mean, watching the game, you could see the frustration. Very physical guys are getting thrown all over the place there, but Jacob Topic got to figure it out, man. That's the reason why he's not in the why we didn't call him up. If anybody's wondering why we just don't call him up, there's an absolute big reason, man. The guy is not strong. Still plays a little green out there. A lot of talent though, major talent. But just not strong enough out there. He really needs to figure that out, get stronger, and get his base stronger. Learn how to protect the ball and learn how to just move out there without getting thrown to the ground. He's getting thrown to the ground almost every play, and that's very frustrating there. So anyway, let's get into these comments and then we can get into some halftime stuff here. So Harlem CEO, once again, what's up? This is your brother's company here with the hat. 70 years of the NBA. Like I said, the G League. Shout out to the G League. Definitely a good look. Damian Cox is here. What's up? He said, what will a championship do for the Westchester Knicks? Well, just to put up a banner, it would be nice to have a little bit of a banner up there because if you ever been to the Westchester Center, it's kind of like almost something reminds you of like those when you watch like old films of like barn storming kind of leagues and stuff like that. It's in one of those kind of places, like it's a convention center really, but they put a basketball gym in there, so you could tell that it used to be like a banquet hall or something like that, or something other than sports. It doesn't look like a sports arena. If you ever been up there. So I mean, it's interesting. So it would be nice to just to put some kind of like something up there for that franchise to look at, because they haven't won anything as far as championships and anything as that is concerned. So it just it's a stepping stone. Same thing with the Knicks. Winning the in-season tournament would have been a big deal. Not really. You know what I'm saying? But you see the Lakers, they're gonna put a banner in the rafters, which is kind of embarrassing a little bit. But it's just a base. It's a base for the franchise to look at. Of course, if the Knicks won, we would have been a butt of jokes. But in the end, excuse me, the Lakers, they won so many championships, so them putting another banner up there is like almost like showboating. Does it really matter against some of the banners that they have up there? But the short answer, man, I think it does matter. Just for your franchise to see winning, to see winning, winning, the winning attitude, the winning mode, just to say the word winning, it just does something to you. So, it's definitely something that you have to strive for. You got to take these things serious, man. So Sherwin, shout out to Rob Racy. Surprise, 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 surprise. Doing a watch along here for the Westchester Knicks. Surprise, surprise. Shout out to Sherwin is in here. Watching on ESPN2. It wasn't working for me. I showed you just now. It wasn't working for me. And then I was watching on ESPN News, and then he just took the game off right in the middle of a play. And then now I am watching it on ESPN2. So I might have to refresh it a little bit. When the game starts, I'll refresh it, to see if I can get a little bit closer. But here we go. He said, "Are you watching Obi's brother?" Yeah, you agree here. This is like an old comment, but like I just finished talking there. He really isn't an NBA player. Like I said, he has the skills. Like he shows a better ability to drive to the basket. He shows, just better shot mechanics or whatever. Even though Obi Toppin already established himself as a good shooter. If you want to talk about, who's more athletic, Obi Toppin is clearly more athletic, but more coordinated. I think Jacob Toppin is more coordinated and more skilled than Obi. But it's just a matter of him getting the reps. He's definitely got to get stronger, man. Playing, pickup games and stuff like that, or just working with guys and working on moves and stuff. That's all fine and dandy, but I feel like the dude, he really needs to really play basketball and get into the gym and get stronger. Get into some big man camps and learn positioning, learn how to clear his man out, learn how to protect the ball, those type of things, man. So I mean, like if you get to that point where guys have to practice to that level, he probably should have stayed in school. That's number one. one extra year in school, even though I think he played 3 years, right? He played 3 years in college. But I mean, the guy definitely needs to put in the work, man. Obi Toppin, you could tell that he hasn't been putting in work. Just him being in shape and doing what he's been doing. He hasn't really improved in Indiana. He's getting success in Indiana because they're playing at a high pace offense. So he's able to get his little chippy shots that he normally gets, but he still has the same flaws. It's like not like all of a sudden they unlocked his game. He's still playing the same tired ass game that he played with the Knicks, except that he's playing more minutes and he's playing with in a style where they're actually moving the ball and stuff. So Obi Toppin needs to go see somebody too. He needs to see a big man coach. He needs to see a skills coach. He needs to work on skills and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Your guys need to get the guys want to get better. They think that they're a certain player. They think that they're good. So then they need to do the work in the off season, man. Shout out to Shareek Abdul Rahim here. The very good basketball player, man. He was drafted with the year with Kobe. A lot big time draft class there. So people forget about Sharif. Sharif is still pretty young. He looks in to be in good shape. He's the color commentator here for the game here. I didn't notice that. But he was a really good basketball player, man. If you look up his stats, Sharif Abdul Rahim, he was a good basketball player. Shout out to him. He played for the Vancouver Grizzlies. Very good player. So this team has one potential NBA player. I'm trying to figure out who that player is. I think Godwin is definitely an NBA player. A game like this one is very physical, man. So Godwin hasn't been able to get loose. He's been trying, so I'm looking forward to see if Godwin can get loose in the second half, put some points on the board there because they're definitely going to need it. Outside of him, I think maybe Dylon is a good NBA player for Westchester. As far as everybody else, I'm not sure if anybody else is really an NBA player. Jacob Toppin could be one day. Isaiah Roby, I believe he could be, but Isaiah Roby to me, he plays so passive, man. For somebody that has NBA experience, the same way like this dude Bell, I believe his first name is Josh, right? So Bell plays extremely physical and stuff like that. I don't understand why Isaiah Roby doesn't play that way. So that's the reason why he's not in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't play as strong as he needs to. Yeah. So yeah, shout $16 tickets for this Westchester. Yeah, yeah, man. You can get corporate tickets too. They give away free tickets a lot. Some real estate agencies they give free tickets to Westchester Knicks and also the Nets franchise also. The G League franchise. So if you live out there, any of these places around, even Indiana or some of these places down south, if you can go to a G League game, you might be able to get in there free. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's so cheap to get in there, and just to support good basketball. You get a chance to watch a little bit of basketball, sit down in a seat, get away from the elements, get away from the winter, just have a night out where you can watch a professional basketball game. I think it's a good look. One thing, shout out to Westchester up there. I did not have a good experience up there all the times that I went to games. The reason why we stopped going because I went a couple. I went like I want to say I went like a good 10 times up there. The reason why I haven't been since, is because I think the security was so overzealous because there's literally nobody in the arena watching to tell you the truth. Because like I said, it's all corporate seats. So whoever's there, they're not really like there's not really a lot of people there. You know what I'm saying? So I had my kids there, so the security kept coming up to us telling my kids to sit down. But it's like, why can't you stand up? Like it's not like my kids were running, my kids were standing in front of their seats, whatever, but they weren't running around and they weren't leaning over the side or anything like that. But every time I look around, somebody kept coming over telling me to make my kids sit down. They weren't playing, they were just standing still. They were trying to see what was going on. They wasn't moving, then they were standing with us. It's not like they were running around, which was ridiculous. Even one of the security guards on the floor was standing in front of us. When we were in the arena, he was literally on the court, standing right in front of where we are, and he was just looking straight at us. So I actually called one of the security guards that were on my floor to ask what that was about. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they explained to me that the kids need to sit down and stuff like that. So I'm just looking at them and said, my kids are in their seat and they're not jumping around. They two good kids. They're not jumping around being bad. You know what I'm saying? They're just standing up. So I made them sit down or whatever. So then they standing at us like we could not enjoy the game. So after that, I just would never go back there again, back to Westchester. Not never, but I mean that just made me. That's the reason why I didn't go back. My kids are a little bit bigger now, so that's one thing too. When you getting like when you're being harassed to that level, man, like you can't really get off the shots that you would like to get off because your family's there. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to throw a couple mother effers and BASs, BANs at the dude that was down there, and the security guard too. I mean, she literally was standing next to us where we couldn't even see to the left of us because she stood there. They told her to stand where we were, and there was like, literally nobody else in there. It was us and a couple other families scattered around. So I just will never forget that, man. I brought it up too. I made the same comment on my podcast. I sent them an email, all kind of stuff. So I mean, if anybody from Westchester is watching, because I mean, literally, I might be the only person doing a watch along for this franchise. If anybody's ever is watching that, if you could confirm that they actually do this, whatever, it is what it is, there, man. But I don't need no free tickets, man. But just if they would fix that, I don't know if they have since because I haven't been in a while, but we'll see. So anyway, Jerry Fitz was good. He says salute. Bucks have played 18 home games, including the last nine straight, 8-1. Only 10 road games, five wins. Raptors, Wizards, Hornets, Nets, Miami without Butler. Not impressed. Loses Boston, Magic, Pacers, Bulls, and Raptors. So it's very similar to us, though, man. Right? The Knicks have lost a lot of games where we played against teams that are better, and then a lot of these win streaks that we've had have been against bad teams. But shout out to the West Coast trip. We did beat Phoenix and we did beat the Lakers. So that we could tip our hat. We're gonna win a lot of these games where I want to say we're pretty even with the Lakers. With even with Phoenix, I feel like we're pretty even with Phoenix. Even though they have the two superstars, I just think our team is better than theirs. Overall. Same thing with the Lakers. The Lakers have are top heavy with LeBron and Anthony Davis, but outside of those two guys, I think the rest of our team matches up well with them. You know what I'm saying? So if we could play our defense, because our defense is better, play our defense, move the ball, and Brunson and Julius could get off, get a little bit of help from RJ too. We can compete with anybody. So yeah, I'm not impressed with any of these teams, man. If you look I'm talking about the NBA, just like Fitz is talking about the NBA. I'm not afraid of any of these teams. Like when ESPN like shout out, I'm using ESPN's graphics now, but ESPN is always talking about superstar players and this, that, and the other. Like Giannis is good, but is he really a superstar? He's just like a really tall dude that likes to like ram his body into the paint. You got Dame Lillard, he's just basically playing one on one. The level of basketball, the quality of basketball is not good. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you want to talk about good basketball, the Knicks are the only team playing really good basketball. The only thing that's holding the Knicks back is our franchise. Our front office is holding the Knicks back. Get the Knicks another player. It's not that hard. We're not asking for them to get the perfect guy to get a superstar, because I don't think our Knicks need a superstar. I think our guys on the team are like so selfless as far as the defense, as far as playing for each other. They're all good people. There's no problems off the court. You know what I'm saying? Not about them liking each other. It's that they're all good people, family men and stuff like that. You never hear any problems with them in the nightlife or anything like that. Nobody hangs out. Even IQ. IQ is a young guy. You see IQ hanging out, but you never see him in the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we got a bunch of good dudes on our roster, man. So they play extremely hard, even though sometimes they can't score 3-5 minutes without scoring, but they play extremely hard every single night, man. And they're easy to root for. Except for the people that love to fight for no reason. They love to argue for nothing. But for the most part, our Knicks, are a really good team, man. As far as team, true basketball team in the NBA. Get these guys one player. It doesn't have to be Donovan Mitchell. It doesn't have to be like a major player like that. Get these guys right now. Right now, we need a legit backup center because Hartenstein can hold it down. I don't give a fuck what you say about Mitchell Robinson. I don't think Mitchell Robinson is we gonna by losing him is not a big deal. We talked about getting Drummond. If we get Drummond on the Knicks, that's him. Drummond and Hartenstein will be enough. It will to hold us down. Well, we don't have to worry about Mitchell Robinson coming back. You know what I'm saying? Hartenstein can hold it down as a starter. Let Drummond come in there and rebound and do what he does. When we get tired of him, put Hartenstein back in. So that I think that would be a good tandem. Drummond has the experience. He's been to the All-Star games. He's been all NBA teams sometimes, in his career. So, and he's only 30, for Christ's sake. He still has a lot of playing time left in his career. So, I mean, go get Drummond, man. If Drummond can be had, go get him. Bring Drummond to the team. DeRozan, bring DeRozan and Drummond to this team, please. Get us Drummond and get us DeRozan, and watch how the quality of our play picks up. You know, it's not necessarily because DeRozan's a superstar or anything like that. Cut that bullshit. We'll just have an extra guy, a good dude. Saying you never hear DeRozan have any problems or anything like that. He's just a basketball junkie. He passes the ball. He can score. And be that guy to stop runs, stop cold spells, and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? He'll be that extra person out there to take the pressure off of Julius and off of Brunson and off of RJ. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, Drummond will be there coming off the bench, basically doing what Jericho would do, except that he's has a resume. The dude averaged 14 rebounds per game, 17 points per game in the NBA before. So somebody that has that experience, out there off the bench is fantastic. So I mean, that's a trade that should have happened already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that it does. I'm hoping that it does, because like I said, I think that would just make us a different team. And like Jerry Fitz is implying here, the Bucks. I'm not afraid of the Bucks, man. Look at what he said here about the Bucks the last 10 games or so, and whatever. Um, Give us the roles and watch how different we play the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna make our defense better. Our defense is gonna be the same, everything like that. But just getting guys that are a little bit more skilled, like the Rosen. I mean, not the Rosen. Drummond is more skilled than Mitch, man. He can make layups. He's gonna come walk into the gym with 14 rebounds, even if he's coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So it just upgrades the talent level of the team a little bit here. So good win right off the bat, gets the first shot of the half here. So I'm definitely behind 20 seconds here. So I don't think anything's gonna change with that. But let me see if I can X out of this and just to start it over. So I'm gonna have to fix this here. Let me see if I can restart this, just so I can see if I can get a little bit closer here in this game here. ESPN2. Just trying to catch up a little bit, get a little bit closer in action. So here we go, the Mad Ants. All right, let's see if I can fix this back too. I had it on only on 400, so it's a different look there. So, all right, everything looks good. So let me get Fits off the screen here. So we'll continue that conversation in the next break, guys. As you can see, Snap my what do you call what do you call I'm thinking Snapchat, but it's Cash App. Cash App here, symbol on the right hand side. So Goodwin right back to back hits a layup and a 3-point shot. So watch Brandon Goodwin. You can see him look like he has that body language, like he's cooking now. He's guarding Alfred Payton. Alfred Payton has the ball, takes almost trying to get a screen there, wasn't able to get it. Walker takes 2 steps and then gathers there. He gets there at the free throw line, and there's a lot of action with his legs, man. I don't know if you guys see what I'm seeing. This dude Walker, he does a lot of unnecessary movements, man. He caught the ball, he took 2 steps, and then he settled himself. Then he made a move, gets to the free throw line, and just throws his body around. As you can see, there's something going on with his legs there, like as his shorts keep getting caught on riding up into his crotch area. It's very weird. He has like a narrow hips, but big old quads. Something's weird going on down there, man. You know, no rainbow, but it is what it is there. Even though Charlie Brown's a little bit frustrated with that. So they letting him get free throws. It's garbage. So he has some free throws going on here. 62 to 54. His free throws up, so he knocks his free throws down. Like I said, even the way he backs up, when he backs up, it just has a weird, just one of those weird, quirky guys. Goodwin coming across the timeline here, gives it over to Dylan. Dylan takes a screen from Isaiah Roby. Isaiah Roby gets the ball back on a nice cut. Jacob Toppin stood in the corner. He was open on the drive there, but he allowed the Indiana player to come in and steal. So, like I said, Obi Toppin don't pay attention, man. He's not paying attention. He knew he had to stay in the corner because he was trying to get the open three, but you could see the ball sagging on purpose. He refused. It's like the 3-point line was like he was stuck there. So Brandon Goodwin shoots the 3-point shot. Charlie Brown kicks it back out to Dylan. Dylan over to Jacob Toppin, shoots the three. That looks like it's good. He knocks it down. So Jacob Toppin knocks down the three. Like I said, the dude is not really paying attention. It's like he's just worrying about assignment, not playing the game. Look at Walker again. He drives and turns, but you can see there's a lot of action going on with his legs. It looks like he's traveling all the time, man. Obi Toppin. I keep saying Obi, but it's Jacob. Jacob Toppin with a good jump shot there. Not much arc on the jump shot. A lot of spin, not much arc. Jacob Toppin, you can see he has a little bit of frustration in his eyes. Sets a screen for Goodwin there. He has the ball there, holding onto his pivot foot. He's moving around there, gives it over the down line, back to Goodwin. Goodwin comes across the screen there. He's being guarded by two players. Inside to Isaiah Roby. Good pass there. Good thread the needle pass. Put a little English on it too to get Roby open. So the Westchester Knicks here went on a nice little run to start the second half here. Good defense by Jacob Toppin. That should have been a up and down there. But Charlie Brown, good defense. Yes, good defense there by Charlie Brown. Number 10 drove on Charlie, but he was able to get the hand in there to slap the ball out. No foul call. So the energy shift has happened here. Westchester Knicks have caught up 59-62. Yeah, man, good game so far. Sloppy. We're not going to get NBA style action, man, because there's a lot of terrible players out there. But Goodwin is a decent player. He fakes the three, drives, gets to the foul line, crossover between his legs, back to Charlie Brown for three. Here we go. Westchester Knicks got a lot of energy right now, led by Charlie Brown with his energy. Another three-point shot, 62-62. Game is tied. So here goes number two, Alfred Payton, all the way to the basket. Old school layup there off the glass. Gives it over to Dylon back to Jacob. So I don't know why Jacob Toppin is bringing the ball up the court. He has no handle. So they met him right at the half-court line. Gives it to Roby. Roby back to Goodwin. Goodwin back to Jacob. Jacob is dribbling to the right. He has no handle. Why are they making him create? There he goes. Takes the bump and dribble, but somehow he gets to the basket. He's definitely got to clean that up, man. He doesn't have those dribble skills. He definitely needs to work on that. So anyway, Alfred Payton brings the ball up the court. I see number 44 seals off Roby there. He's been bullying him the entire game. So they called a travel there. He picked up his pivot foot. Absolutely picked up that pivot foot. So good defense by the Westchester Knicks here. You see Jacob Toppin, like I said, Jacob Toppin, he's not afraid of contact. Jacob Toppin does have talent making shots towards the basket. He's just not very strong, not very polished. But he is functional here at this level. Goodwin. Oh, almost gave Roby the nice pass, but didn't give it to him. Dylon drives, kicks it out to Roby again. He fakes it, gives it over to Jacob. Jacob fakes it, dribbles, spins again. So that's his patented move there, spinning to the basket. So I don't know what they're calling here. They're calling a loose ball foul on the Knicks. But like I said, Jacob Toppin is not strong enough. He drove, make a nice little play, but he shot an air ball on the layup there. But Charlie Brown coming in, giving Jacob Toppin some support. So they legit called a foul. I don't think that was a foul. But Jacob Toppin is going to get some free throws here. So I'm not complaining. So Jacob Toppin here at the free throw line. Definitely, a lot of heart in this kid. Like I said, he was frustrated in the first half. You can see the second half, he calmed down a little bit. So he is at the free throw line. First shot, very good. So he got one shot there. So I didn't get that. I thought he missed the shot. He only shot one free throw. It's weird. Alfred Payton all the way to the basket. Definitely bullied his weight there. Made a nice little layup. So two bully ball style layups there for Payton. Jacob Toppin is bringing the ball up the court. I just don't get it. Why is he bringing the ball up the court? He has no handle. Here he goes again. He dribbles between his leg and lost it. Lord have mercy. Roby, top of the key, gives it over to Dylon. No, gives it over to Goodwin. So Goodwin hasn't touched the ball in a while. So Goodwin got clipped. Number 22 fouled him. So are they in the penalty already? I feel like they're in the penalty already. So I don't know what happened there. It's definitely Knicks ball. All right, so we had a timeout. We're going to timeout. We got some commercials playing here. So let's get back into this action here. So Fizz brought up the Bucks here. So yeah, that's the next two games there. Next two games we play against the Bucks. We play against the Bucks tomorrow, and then we play them on Christmas. So let's do that right now. Knicks schedule. So Knicks schedule, they play at 12:30 tomorrow, man. Damn. So I might be able to do, I don't know if I'll be able to do halftime, but I'm gonna be pushing to try to do halftime to crunch time tomorrow. Well, guys, because I will be working, but I think I'll be getting off work super early tomorrow. So if I do get off work super early, I will try to do halftime to crunch time tomorrow, guys. So say 12:30. I should probably be home about 1:30. So like I said, If I can get home by 1:30 in time for halftime, I'll pop on to do the halftime, the crunch time show, tomorrow for the big Knicks team against the Bucks. That's a big game, man. I feel like we need to beat them both. We need to beat both games. Yeah. So I'm with you right. Me and you, Fitz are right with each other, man. I think the Knicks are right there. We should be able to beat the Bucks back to back, and to like just to send them a message too, because I just do not like how they played us the last time, the way they showboated, like they never did anything before, man. So that's interesting, man. So the Westchester Knicks are coming back. They're showing some highlights here. Damien Cox said, "He said New York basketball can't seem to do anything right, especially when it comes to the playoffs." I got you, man. He said, "I'm nearly into my 40s." Hey, man, I am in my 40s. How about that? You know what I'm saying? But listen, if you're nearly in your 40s, so you remember the Knicks when they had Ewing, 13 straight playoff appearances, man. So you can't be that depressed because we do remember some high level basketball for 13 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from when I was like 10 years old all the way till I'm like what 23. You know, so I went to when since I was a kid, all the way to when I had my first kid. So that's a long time of winning basketball, man. So a lot of fans don't remember that. A lot of fans, they only remember the mellow era. You know what I'm saying? So they don't remember those years when we actually won. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. You gotta like cherish those moments. And all these young fans that think they know everything, and all they know is like I said, all they know is that 50-win team with Carmelo. Don't feed into that. Because I see a lot of guys that are in their 50s and 40s, feeding into that same energy. That's the young boys' energy because they've never seen the team win. Like fans like my dad. My dad is like 60 something, right? Close to the 70 right now. But they remember the first championships. They remember the first two championships. So they shouldn't be complaining because they were able to see the Knicks win two championships, and then they were able to see the Knicks win a few times, before Ewing and after Ewing too. So there's a lot of history with the Knicks, man. So don't let these young boys like take over your fandom. You know what I'm saying? Because they do not know everything. You know what I'm saying? Actually, fuck these guys. Fuck the young guys. They think they know every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't, because they don't have experience. Experience is wasted on the old. You know what I'm saying? And youth is wasted on the young. You know what I'm trying to say? So I mean, cut it out. Guys that know better, they should. They should know better. And a young boy sometimes when you got quote unquote OG, talking and they know what they're talking about, sometimes you need to shut up and listen. Ask questions. Excuse me, ask questions. Sorry about the belching. Yeah, man. Charlotte Horn CEO definitely wearing the hat, man. I'm trying not to wear it because I sweat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to mess up the hat. So right now the Westchester Knicks are on the right side of the scoreboard here, 71-68. 5 minutes in the third quarter. Another missed shot by Indiana. So Indiana shots are flat right now. It seems like the Westchester Knicks are getting better shots here. Isaiah Roby, a lot of more movement here compared to the first half. So, like I was trying to tell you, like the last two games were really good games for the Westchester Knicks. There, here goes Jacob Toppin there with the rebound. I mean, with a jump shot, no good. But Indiana with the rebound. So here they come. Got Walker here, busy by the Walker with all these extra body movements there. He misses the shot here. Roby with the ball. Roby shows a little bit of handle, man. Able to get all the way to the basket, kicks it out to Jacob Toppin for three. Give me that, baby. Knocks it down. So Jacob Toppin can hit the three, man. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, he was frustrated that first half, but you can see he really came on, focus. The focus is better. He's still not paying attention all the way. You know what I'm saying? He's just not there yet. He probably needs another off season worth of seasoning, man. I don't think he's ready right now to be called up. But it's still a lot of season to play. He can get better during the year. But this summer, like I have a resume for him. If I could write out what he should do to get better, I would hand that to Obi Toppin. I mean Jacob Toppin, and that would be his resume, his recipe, excuse me, to get better for next year, man. So I mean, because like he does have the talent, though. You know what I'm saying? He absolutely has that talent, but he's just definitely missing certain things. You know what I'm saying? He needs to watch tape, and see where his shots are coming from and where his mistakes are coming from. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So he says a lot of one-on-one play, the ball isn't moving. Yeah. But it's starting to move now. You know what I'm saying? So this is so the Westchester team is definitely playing better than they were playing earlier. So they're definitely taking me because I was giving them a good report, but they came out and not really playing too well. So I got a new setup here. I got a table here that's not really working for me. I need to move it. It's definitely hurting my leg here. But I got some extra shit here. Like I said, my wife is here trying to help me out and trying to help me set up, but I'm not really helping. Nobody told her to move anything, but she did it anyway. So trying to move this stuff around. I can't really do it at the moment, but it's definitely some extra stuff here by my feet that I don't like. And I wish that she would just leave stuff alone, man. They just want to help you. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes just leave the shit alone. Sometimes, you know. Yeah, man. So definitely appreciate you guys. He fits it. He says he is from White Plains, man. So are you from White Plains or are you from White Plains Road? Which one? You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. White Plains Road in the Bronx, or are you from actually White Plains? You know what I'm trying to say? Kids have fallen from the second level to the floor of the county center more than once. Yeah, okay, I got you. But not my kids. My kids weren't running around. They weren't jumping around. They weren't leaning. They was just standing up because they were two kids. One of them was wearing Pampers at the time still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think they were singling minds out, man. Because I mean, I swear to God, there was a dude on the court, standing on the court, staring right at us. He did not stop staring at us the entire time he was there. And then they assigned the security guard to stand next to us, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? My little guys, I didn't want to get into a fight. I was arguing a little bit with some of the guys, but respectful argument. Yeah, I understand, man. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but that's the policy. That bullshit story they tell you. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too, we had like little kids and we pulled out like a goldfish out of my wife's purse and they were looking at us too, like, oh, you can't have that. Like, man, are you kidding me? We got little kids. We're supposed to be here, and our kids are supposed to sit down and don't enjoy the game at all. You know what I'm saying? For the entire time, they can't have their little snacks. It's in my wife's purse. You know what I'm saying? So if I had a piece of gum, I can't chew gum. Like what are you talking about? So it was like a lot of little things that they kept fucking with us, man. So we never went back. You know. In contrast, the New York Liberty, when they were up there, that was a fantastic experience compared to the G League. The Westchester Knicks security and the way that they handled things compared to the New York Liberty was like night and day. The Liberty games were awesome at the Westchester Center. You know. So shout out to Fitz. He says Westchester High School championships are held there every year. They always telling folks to sit. Yeah, man. Whatever. Fuck them. If it's dangerous, they need to close it down. You know what I'm saying? If they're concerned about people falling off the balcony, then they need to close it down. Because I mean, look at this facility that they have here. A good, beautiful facility here. New York needs to do something about that. If the Westchester Center is not a good place to play basketball because they're afraid people are gonna fall off and die, then they need to close it down. It's not safe. Just like motherfuckers in Florida, they need to carry 38s and freaking AK-47s just to go to fucking Target. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to Target to go pick up some fucking some acne cream medicine, but I gotta carry a gun in my purse and I gotta carry a fucking AR on my fucking back. You know what I'm saying? If you need to do that to go to freaking Target, then motherfucker Target is dangerous. Okay, Target is too dangerous to go get your fucking Jiffy Lube for your Johnsons. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Westchester Center. If it's too dangerous for fans to be up there and they can't enjoy the game on the balcony, then close the motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been to the Knicks games plenty of times at MSG. There's a threat for people to fall off the edge there, but then I've never been told to sit down. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? If the Knicks are playing good and they sold out and the crowd is going crazy because the Knicks are playing well in Westchester, right? So we can't cheer because they want everyone to sit down up there, man. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Not going at you, Fitz, at all. I'm frustrated about that experience. It's like, come on, man. Like, you mean to tell me that I can't cheer for the team because you're up on a balcony? Listen, then shut the bitch down. Shut the fucking stadium down then. If it's that dangerous. Shit is crazy. So anyway, good basketball here by the Knicks there. We're definitely getting back on the rebounding tip, playing better defense. Good when it's trying to get loose there. A couple crossovers, pulls up over the top there. no good. Roby fighting for the rebound, but one of these Indiana guys fell to the floor. I think he might have got shot just now. Let me not jinx that, but I mean, little acting there. Isaiah Roby, I think he picked up the foul, so he got substituted. Yeah. So anyway, Drummond is from up there too, so he played up there too. Okay. So I mean, the Westchester Center is a staple. I know all about the history there. It is a staple. It has a lot of history there. Even before sports, that place has always had a big time history in the area, in New York. Period. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate that they have that little nuance about that stadium. It's a little bit of annoying, man. But shout out to Drummond. Drummond will be nice for the Knicks, man. I really think that's something that we should pursue. But I want DeRozan to come along for the ride. Yeah. So he goes number 44, gives it over back to Obadiah Noel here. Noel pulls up, he misses it. So Noel doesn't do it. Is to me, it does isn't he's a good skilled player, but he doesn't know how to run a team. He ends up with the ball at the end of the shot clock a lot. And leaving the Knicks in trouble. But Noel, I've seen games when Noel played well offensively and did his thing. Definitely a tough player. Definitely has NBA skills, but just like much of these G League players, there's always something missing out there with them. So Julian Bloom, it says he's 44. 44 on Christmas. You turned 44 on Christmas, Julian? Okay. So yeah, so you remember, yeah, man. I think that's our duty as old OGs, man. Don't let these young guys act like basketball started when Melo started. Just because they were 10 years old when Melo was a player doesn't mean they know every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Or this modern style of basketball is bullshit. Basketball is basketball, man. See this number 44, just he doesn't have any energy. As you can see, he looks to be out of shape. It looks like he drinks a lot of wine, he eats a lot of spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? He has man tits, not very strong. Look like he doesn't lift weights at all. Look at his shoulders. Shout out to number 21, Diake, whatever his name is, spot up 3-point shoot specialist, man. He should be able to do more than that. He hasn't really been doing that. Just only spot up 3-point shooting from what I've been seeing from him. Number 26, driving against three Knicks here. Gets it out to 24. He's trying to get around the screen there. Number 2 has it. That's Mr. Payton. Payton drives, sets it up. Looked at the shot clock, 6 seconds. Good defense there by Obadiah Noel. Good defense, man. So, like I said, Obadiah Noel is a rough and tumble dude, man. Good basketball player, like I said, but something's missing. A little bit of spice is missing. So, Damian Cox here. I see. I'll leave a comment there. I'm gonna get to it. Shout out to Bell. Pump fakes on the inside. Gets it number 21. Number 21 is another one. So he just I believe Bell just charged Noel just now. But shout out to this dude. What was his name? Wong. Yes, I Wong, the point guard. I mean, you want to talk about a kid that has zero energy? He's It says he's 1 for 8. I guess he got most of his points from free throws because he has 10 points. But you want to talk about a dude with no zero energy? Like, do you want to play in pros or not? You want to talk about a guy that has too much energy? Obadiah Noel is that kid. Brandon Goodwin dribbling on top of the key, comes around the screen there, looking, gives it over to Diake again for another spot up 3. Looks like Noel. Oh my God, Diake with a nice tomahawk dunk on the inside. So this dude Diake, I don't know sure if I'm getting his name right, man, but I mean he has a lot of skills, but he's just another guy that just not really showing it. You know what I'm saying? So big time tomahawk there off a pass from Obadiah Noel. So big time dunk there. I need to see a replay of that, man. So Goodwin comes across a Siake screen. It goes Diake, setting up with Goodwin. Goodwin with a long 3-point shot, no good. So this dude, I gotta get his first name. I think his name is Dimitri. I think his name is number 44. I mean, he is so weak. It's unbelievable. His rebounding is atrocious. Obadiah Noel, he got to launch it because of the shot clock. Gets it off the rim. This guy Noel, I mean, excuse me, what's his name? Dimitri here, just drives there, just allows the guy to drive past him. He's yelling and screaming about his teammate making a defensive play. But Jordan, this guy, I think his name is Jordan Bell. I was saying his name was something else Bell, but I think his name is Jordan Bell. So he literally just fouled Goodwin just now. They didn't call it. But look at this. I mean, they got to show that play again. Come on, they showing Jacob Toppin shooting a three. They're showing Charlie Brown. Oh, there goes the pass there. Look at that, man. Beautiful freaking tomahawk dunk there by Fritiake, number 21. You want to talk about prototypical NBA body? That dude definitely has the body. Pause. But like I said, skill wise, I've seen him play with such skill, but he just doesn't show it. It's so odd, man. Like conversations, you want to talk about sports psychologists and stuff like that, developmental coaches and stuff like that, developmental people that are like development personnel that they have on the roster. What are their job? Isn't their job to point out different things to help these guys transition to being pros and stuff like that, get them what they need to succeed? I just don't understand it. So he said, "Hey, Eero, would you like the Liberty to win a championship? When do you see the Knicks putting themselves in the history books?" Um, he says, "When do you see the Knicks putting themselves in the history books?" 73. So I mean, I really can't get this question here first. But what I like the Liberty with? Absolutely, man. I've been following Liberty for a while. You had the what do you call it, the Witherspoon, the early years. The initial years. Those years were fun. What do you want to talk about? What's the young lady's name? That played for UConn. She had bad knees. I can't think of her name right now, but definitely played. Played above our heads. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, injuries and stuff like that. We really play really good defense, perimeter, heavy, fast breaking style of play early on. Shout out to Becky Hammond when she was here. It was fun watching Becky score. Shout out to Becky Hammond. I got a quick comment for her. Like I said, I haven't been able to sit down and actually devote time to each of these subjects. I would love to, but I just haven't been able to do that. But I got something to say about Becky Hammond. But get in some of these other people too that they've had. There's been different eras with the Liberty that's been good. But them winning, I would love for them to win, man. I think it would be good for New York City basketball. I just feel like we need to get wins all around, man. All New York sports, basketball especially. I feel like Dykeman. I feel like all of our different leagues. The West Fourth League is dead. Is basically dead. Shout out to Gershwin and some of the other the leagues in Queens and stuff like that. I feel like New York City basketball needs to come back, man. The young kids and stuff like that, they need to make a bigger presence. I feel like a lot of these New York City top players need to stay home, just to bring New York City's basketball level back up. St. John's needs to be popping. All the local teams need to get it popping again. Rutgers is got a big recruiting class, so Rutgers and all these different teams, man, need to get it popping, man. Shout out to the Knicks. They just got a steal there. Diake just got the ball. So Indiana, I think, is going to get called for a foul. So good defense by these Knicks, man. So shout out to Obadiah Noel leading the pack there when he was on the court. He's leading the cheers on the bench as well. So the energy level definitely done picked up and shifted to the Knicks side of things here, man. So yeah, man. So I care a lot about basketball in New York. I remember when we were younger, man. If you want to talk about some of the guys that are 40, like Julie Bloom, and shout out to some of the other guys here, man. I just remember being able to pull up to any park in New York City and get a good game. And then you'll get like a different look, just different styles of play. The Upper East Side, just Midtown on the East Side, a lot of different hole in the wall places you could play ball in. Shout out to the urban leagues and shout out to the men's Y. Shout out to the YMCA's on the East Side. I remember I used to play through all when I was in my early 20s. I used to be all up and down the upper East Side, Midtown on the East Side, playing a lot of basketball, man. You want to talk about Hunter College and stuff like that. You want to talk about the other school that's further down that I can't remember at the moment, man. My mind is going a mile a minute. But I mean, you could pull up to any park, literally, man. You didn't have to pull up to a specific park or a special park. You get a good run anywhere in the city. Knicks being a little bit sloppy here, but they still were able to get the ball back here. Indiana got the ball trying to get a fast break play on us, but they returned the favor. The Knicks got the fast break play right back at him, man. Charlie Brown with another 3-point shot off a pass from Diake. So this kid, Diake, I'm hoping I'm getting his name right, but he's definitely came in there and definitely added some energy to the squad here. So Indiana, this dude Walker, another 3-point shot. It was a bad shot. He just shot it right over the top of the defense and made it. So it wasn't necessarily a good shot. It's just like a pro shot, you know. So you got this guy, Dimitri gives it over to Diake again. Goodwin has the ball. He's looking for some movement. Dimitri just sets a bullshit screen, man. Gives it over to Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown might have traveled into Dimitri there. Dimitri gets the ball, nice little pivot in the lane, gets a nice little left-handed hook shot. So he can get it and score, man. But asking him to get position and block shots and rebound, nope, can't do it. 44 dribbling there, got the ill African haircut there. It is crazy. Walker gets the ball. Look at his legs, man. The movement in his legs is weird. He just literally pushed off from Goodwin. Refs didn't call anything. Diake gets the ball there. They're fouling, reaching in, but Diake is extremely strong, able to hold on to that ball. They slapped that out of his hand, but he still was able to get it back. Look at this dude Wong. This dude Wong looked like he needs a Gatorade or something, man. Like he lost his life force or something. I don't get it, man. So you said, when do you see the Knicks putting themselves in the history books in 1973? So, like where does that 1973 fit in the history books? Is that what you mean? That's a good conversation. Those I think those Knicks teams that won the two championships in that for those first two champions, 1970 and 73, I think they got to be like top 10, as far as like team style of basketball. They have a lot of Hall of Fame players on that squad, but just looking at the squad, they didn't really have like superstar guys where guys are like taking a lot of shots, scoring a lot of points, that type of thing. They played the team style of basketball. So we need to bring that back. Bring that back to the Knicks on NYC's basketball culture, team style of basketball. Like I said, you could pull up to any court in New York City and get a really good basketball game, and that has to do with coming into the court and just picking up some guys, some people that you don't know, and having a great basketball game. Everybody knows how to play. Everybody knows how to pass. Everybody knows how to shoot. So I don't think that's happening right now with New York City right now. Wow, Diake just gets the ball and just launches it. No good. Knicks are just dominating these guys right now. Rebound, uh, Obadiah to the basket there. I mean, Charlie Brown tried to dunk it in there. So number 25, the only way Indiana can score is by getting these chippy baskets. So mistakes by the Westchester Knicks is how this Indiana squad is scoring right now. So here goes Charlie Brown dribbling through the legs there. A little bit too confident, guys. Oh man, see, look, too confident and passed it right back to number 44. So three mistakes by Indiana, excuse me, by Westchester allow Indiana to come back now. So like I said, Charlie Brown dribbling the ball up the court through his legs, get a little bit too confident, and literally passed it right to him, right to 44. You know what I'm saying? So, guys got to clean it up. All it takes is these teams to get a little bit of confidence. Those three turnovers there is enough for them to get that. You know. Yeah, man. So, Damien Cox, thank you for your contribution, man. Definitely appreciate you. So, you're talking about the hat. He only made 70 jackets to go with it. I missed it. When this came out, I wanted to get one, man. So, I did get something. I don't know if it's made by the same company. I have my some of my Nick stuff in like storage, man. So I got to go through to see what I got. So I might have actually bought something from his collection, man. So I'm not exactly sure. I would have to look through it. But yeah, man, basketball culture in the NBA, we definitely, I mean, in New York City, we definitely got to change it. I mean, I got to do my part, man. My kids, like I said, my kids are freaking sickly, man. So they're getting stronger now. So as maybe this summer I can get out there with them in the spring and show them the game and stuff like that. They've been asking about going to games. They want to watch the game with me on Christmas. So it's interesting, man. But we definitely gotta teach these kids the game, teach the kids the culture of New York City. And just because it was a long time ago doesn't mean it didn't happen, and it doesn't mean it's not our tradition. You know. He said, "Watch your E rule. I'm from AIDS and white place." that's what that's why I said it. That's why I said it, man. That's why I said it. 'Cause I know people over there don't like that shit. But that's why I said it. So there goes Julian. Julian just he had to come out and let me know that he's from over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just messing with you. Yeah, but I know what all about up there. Big time West Indian neighborhood. Shout out to what's it, Buer Avenue or Burks Avenue, whatever it is. Um, yeah, a lot of stuff going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks quiet, but it's not. Got to be very careful. Shout out to Gun Hill Road. Shout out to Gun Hill Road. I don't think Gun Hill Road is one of those places like Brownsville and Brooklyn, man. That this is always going to be fucking out of control. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff happening out there, but just be careful walking around out there for those that live over there. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad you're watching, Steph, man. These guys do play hard. That first half was not a testament to what they how they play, but as you can see there, the whole team has that bounce in their step, the confidence. You know, the Westchester squad is a fun squad to watch play. Shout out to Walker there with another 3-point shot. Look, team rebounding. Godwin gets the rebound. Head is up to look. You know, Dylan was looking. He's not sulking. You know, but guys are still staying locked in. Another rebound there by Godwin. Here goes Roby again, fakes the three. He drives inside. Nice little scoop layup there and just lays it in. Everybody got a little bit of skill, not nothing so crazy, but they moved the ball. You know, when like say Roby was driving there, and all the Knicks players basically boxed their guys out a little bit. You know, to give Roby room to maneuver. So these guys play good basketball. Look at Charlie Brown with the steal. So Charlie Brown running the court. He's gonna get nice to Jacob Toppin. So look at these guys are playing for each other. So I mean, Charlie Brown could definitely have made that layup, but him topped it off to Jacob Toppin, so Jacob Toppin could eat. So you know, as you watch it, man, this Westchester squad is good. So can they win the championship this year? Like I said, if they had Dwayne Washington Jr. in the beginning of the year, look at his stats. When they had him on the squad, they looked like they were going to be unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? The way that he was playing between him and Godwin, you know, the way that they were taking over that backcourt. So I mean, if Dwayne, I don't know what Dwayne Washington's status right now. I don't know if they wait because I know they got rid of his two-way contract, but he's still signed to Westchester. But I don't know what his injury situation is right now. So you know, I would like to see him come back because I'm a big fan of his game. I think he's really good. But if he comes back, you know, this Westchester squad could possibly win the whole championship for them right over there this year. Yeah, so you know, thank you, Dope Soul. That was definitely Rebecca Lobo. I couldn't think of her name, but she had a great college career. She reminds me of Stewie. You know, if anybody believes that, you know, Stewie and Rebecca Lobo were very similar. But you know, Rebecca Lobo was a little bit more physical, definitely more tougher, I want to say. But you know, Stewie's tough too. You know, but Stewie's much more skilled, I want to say. But Rebecca Lobo was dope, but she had knee problems, man. So you know, she was like a shell of herself, man. Yeah. So what we got here? We got the New Breed Sports. Hey, what's good? All right, what's up? What's up? I see the little your little avatar there. There's a dope picture there. I got the coach of the Spartans. Awesome, awesome. So you got New Breed 313 Sports. You have your own channel and stuff like that too, man. Shout out to anybody that has their own channel, man. It's not easy going live, man. A lot of problems happen. You know, sometimes you set up a pod to happen, and then everything in their mother happens to make you not do it. You know what I'm saying? But somehow you still get there. You know, I got home a little bit early today for this game. You know, my kids are right now going to bed. You know, hopefully they're still awake when I come up because today's a Friday, so they should still be awake. I get a chance to talk with them a little bit before they go to bed. But a lot of times I sacrifice, time with my kids because I love to do this podcast show. I just love it. You know, I just feel like like if you love something, like I love my kids. You know, shout out to Charlie Brown working on the inside against 5 Indiana Pacers there, Indiana Mad Ants, I should say, for the rebound. Godwin looking finds Roby on the inside. Roby pivots, gets into the open spot, shoots it at the dotted line. He misses it, but he does get fouled. So right now the spacing is great for the Westchester Knicks. The skill is working a little bit. Like I said, guys are playing for each other. It's just great to see, man. This is good basketball. This is something that our guys need to implement. Even though I think our guys do that. I think the Knicks, like I mentioned this earlier, I think the Knicks really play an unselfish style of basketball. You know, and I just think it's incredible. But they just need that extra player. Like I keep saying that. You know, they deserve it. They deserve to get an extra player there to help them out. It doesn't have to be a superstar. It doesn't have to be somebody that's going to come in and get 30 points per game. No, that's not what I'm asking for. Somebody, an extra person that can get you 14 a night. You know, an extra person that can just take the edge off. You know, so the Knicks don't have to be so on edge every single game. So Jordan Bell just misses a free throw line jump shot. Gang rebound in there. Godwin gets another rebound. He gets the ball across the timeline. Sheesh. Goodwin takes a screen from Roby. Good screen there. Gets all the way inside. Interior pass to Roby. Roby back to Goodwin. Good play there. But even better defense by Jordan Bell. Gets it over to Alfred Payton. Alfred Payton full head of steam trying to get it inside. Good pass. Good pass inside to number 22. He faked it on the outside and then passed it on the inside. So Alfred Payton still can create buckets, man, for people out there. Goodwin brings the ball up the court. got his head up. Goodwin always has his head up, man. Definitely appreciate the way that he plays. Westchester definitely needs a timeout. A little bit of sloppy play, man. So they need a timeout to get these guys back reorganized and stuff because we're talking about 5 minutes and 37 seconds. That we're literally in crunch time. So you need to get a pep talk to these guys, reorganize them, tell them what the game plan is, look what the other team was looking to do, to try to come back. Just to be, just to get more, get more precise and more crisp out there. It's a good timeout. Yeah, big time, man. Big time. Definitely got the dog in them. So he said, I'm a fan of the G League, so it's a good you speaking on it. Yeah, definitely, man. They're still the Knicks, so it's not easy to do watch alongs for these type of teams because the games are in the grand scheme of things, the Westchester games are not necessarily important, which is not nice to say, but they're not necessarily important because they didn't really necessarily mean anything. But if they're doing well, which this team is doing well, they do deserve to get a little bit of shine, man. So for fans that are not used to talking about Westchester, if you might be watching the game and looking for something to feed off of, I'm glad that if anybody pops in here just watching and listening to me talk about this team, this squad is pretty good. But like I said, are they worthy of being called up to help our current squad? I don't think so. But just watching these guys develop and stuff like that, you can see something brewing there. Goodwin could probably come off the bench and for the Knicks, right? Right now as a backup point guard. But we already got Deuce McBride, so I think Deuce McBride already has that locked down as the third string point guard. Anyway, back into action here. The Knicks here are running a little bit of a motion style of offense, which is interesting. It will be nice to see the Knicks do that, the real Knicks do it. Roby had to get the shot up. So a little bit they were running a like a motion downhill style of a play there, but they held the ball too much. Holding the ball while they're running that is not the right thing to do. You have to keep moving. You cannot hold the ball. So that was a poor execution there. So I mean that was their game plan for the timeout, and it didn't work. So here comes Indiana. Indiana now with a little bit of a momentum shift here. Alfred Payton getting into the paint there, gives it over to Jordan Bell for a floating one-handed jump shot at the dotted line, knocks that down. So the Knicks are up by 10 here. Here goes Goodwin over to Roby, over to Jacob. Jacob Toppin on the left-hand side, back to Godwin. Godwin takes the screen from Roby. Wow, man, good cut by Roby to the basket. Nice and easy sails for the layup there. So Roby sets great screens, man. So that's my issue with Mitch Robinson. Mitch Robinson can't set screens. So if Mr. Robinson set better screens, like he would get open more. Good defense, man. I mean, the Knicks are definitely turned on their game here. Jacob Toppin. Wow, no foul call? Wow. But I mean, that's the thing. If the littlest thing takes Jacob Toppin off his square, he's not gonna get the foul. So he definitely has to get stronger. He definitely has to get stronger. But good defense by these Knicks, man. He definitely creating a lot of problems for the Mad Ants team. But offensively, like I said, Jacob Toppin, the extra pass, he got the extra pass, but just simply putting the hand on the ball is enough to take Jacob Toppin off his square. So he's not going to get a foul call. He has to get stronger. Here goes Jordan Bell with a bullshit floater. Wonder why he's not in the NBA. Here goes Goodwin on the right hand side. He's being guarded by 22. All the way inside there, sidesteps, gives it over to Jacob Toppin for three. Ooh, misses that. Another rebound there, tapped it into the backcourt there. Dallin picks it up. Wow, they didn't call backcourt. So Indiana gets the loose ball here. They're trying to take advantage here with these Knicks. I mean, number 10 was out of bounds. 26 gets it back to 22, but the Westchester Knicks, I believe, caused another turnover. So, I mean, no. So it's going to be Indiana ball. So this Westchester team is definitely being, electrified by Charlie Brown. Shout out to Obadiah Noel, did a great job. Bringing these, helping these Knicks get back. Diake helped these Westchester Knicks get back in it. And now their starters here with Dylon, Goodwin, Isaiah Roby, Jacob Toppin. These guys are setting the table back again to try to get this win. 3 minutes and 43 seconds here. Dylon with it. Oh, he just launches it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. No good. So this is when the Westchester Knicks are allowing the Indiana Mad Ants to catch back. So spin in the lane there. Jordan Bell was able to get a nice little layup there. So I mean, it's still 98-88. So even though the Indiana team is starting to get a little bit of momentum, the Knicks are doing enough offensively to still stay in this game. So they're trying to run some offense here. We got all 5 guys on the perimeter. It looks like Goodwin's going one-on-one. They're swinging the ball to the corners, gives it over to Jacob Toppin. He misses another 3. So not a good offensive sequence there by the Westchester Knicks. So Indiana gets it. They're kind of playing like a street ball kind of basketball right now, swinging around the outside, basically the same play that the Westchester Knicks were running. Dylon slaps the ball right to number 10 on Indiana. Number 26 drives right, all the way inside, gives it into Jordan Bell. Good defense by these Knicks, gets another turnover. So here comes Godwin pushing the ball up the court. Transition 3-point shot is up, no good. Off the front of the rim. This Jordan Bell's all over the place, gets the rebound, saves it. Number 10 drives on Dylon. Good defense there with the hands up, but they're going to call a foul on the floor there. I'm not sure they're going to call it on Dylon. I don't know if that's a late call. Like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Burke Avenue. You from Parkside? Okay, Parkside Projects. Cousin from Gun Hill Projects. Yeah, it's not even just nowadays, man. The 90s in that area, man, was ridiculous. My sister's father, my baby sister's father, is from over there, and I used to hate going over there, man. It's like I'm from East New York, so I mean, it's like going from one hood to like another hood that's just as bad. So it's like shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just like when you leave the block, you don't want to still be on alert, man. But I remember going out over there to visit with their family and stuff like that. They were in the middle of everything, so it was crazy. The side blocks, the winding side blocks and stuff over there by Gun Hill, crazy. Right down the block from that school, there's a school over there, right on Gun Hill Road. I think it's a school right across the street from the projects there. A little further north, that's where they're from, man. All those winding roads and stuff like that. It's real crazy over there. At least back in the days. Damian Cox, he's like, I appreciate, yeah, yeah, definitely, man, no doubt. Yeah, man. Hope for the best. Yeah, that's all we got, man. Just like comic books, comic books are not really real, but you get into the stories, you really love the writing and stuff like that, the artwork and stuff. It's just something that you love. So the Knicks is like right on there with the same type of thing, comic books, mythical stuff that don't really mean nothing. But in the grand scheme of things, to get by in life, man, you need these little things to help you get through it. And then if you could find like-minded people that love the game too, man, oh man, these Knicks are going crazy. This Goodwin just came in there, shot the ball high off the rim, and Dylon comes in, and Dylon comes right in there and tips it in. So Diake comes in there, causes a turnover there. So they were begging for a what do you call a replay. So Diop says he's going to challenge that. So Diop is going to challenge it. So yeah, man, like I'm saying, like the sports shit don't mean nothing. Like people argue all day long, but in reality, if you could pick up your phone and disappear off the face of the earth and really get locked into the internet and locked into Twitter, or to whatever your fix is with that phone, it's just a way. It's a way of getting away from reality, And I think everybody's searching for that. If you're on your phone, it could be like a sickness. It could be like doing drugs. It is like a drug, the instant gratification for people that respond to your comments, or even like this with this camera and this microphone in my face, it's like instant gratification for stuff that you're saying and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it just hits a little different when you find somebody that you gravitate to, or like people like you guys, man. Like shout out to Damien Cox, Julian, all you guys, Newbie Sports. You guys popping in here and they're popping in here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like-minded people, the comments that you're making. I don't think I've ever, at least not on my channel. I don't think anybody on my channel has ever popped on here to the point where I have to curse them out. You know what I'm saying? Very rare, in all the years that I've been doing it. 2018, shout out to the jersey in the back. But I don't think I've ever cursed anybody out on his channel outside of state. I think I cursed out Evergreen one time, but more was just frustrated by it. Evergreen frustrated me that one time. But I don't think I've ever cursed anybody out like that, man. So I mean, I think whoever comes on this channel usually, it just that we just like, just like-minded, man. I just appreciate that, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, Stewie. They call Brianna Stewart Stewie, man. That's her nickname. That's Brianna Stewart. Former MVP. Tell me how the Liberty got 2 MVPs in the same offseason. Tell me how they did that, How did they do that legally? Yes, sir. I do have up my own channel and I'm part of a podcast. as well. Yeah, no doubt, man. New Breed Sports. So I got to check it out. There's so much podcasts out there. So everybody has one. Everybody has a microphone. So it's definitely hard to stay consistent to check other people because you got to do your own content as well too. So and then you got your own life too. So it's another thing. So you said you're gonna be up at Westchester Knicks versus Motor City Cruise, okay? Games March 2nd and March 3rd. So you're actually in Detroit. You're in the Detroit area. Okay, so that's dope. Yeah, so what's the deal out there? I know one thing I didn't really realize that how like Wisconsin, I didn't realize that Wisconsin and Detroit are like right there. Like they're right on the Great Lakes. So I mean, you could literally drive to the Bucks from Detroit and literally go right across the water to go to Toronto and stuff like that. And Indiana Pacers and all these different teams, Cleveland, they're all like literally right there next to each other. So I didn't really realize that up until like basically recently. So I never really paid attention or necessarily cared to look at the map, but a lot of these teams are like right, even Chicago Bulls, all these teams are like right on top of each other, in the Midwest. So that's interesting. Different culture out there as far as NBA basketball is concerned. Shout out to Goodwin, pushes it up here, gives it to Charlie Brown. Good spacing by the Knicks, man. Poor jump shot by Isaiah Roby there, but Dowling gets the rebound, and here they go, setting right back up. So the Knicks are playing five guys out here. So five guys out, you drive a little bit and swing the ball. That's what you do. Charlie Brown drives all the way to the basket, gets a nice cut from Roby. Roby loses the ball there, so that's a poor possession there by the Knicks. So Roby just lost the ball. So I mean, the Knicks have a good cushion. They got a minute and 40 seconds, man. So I think this game is done. This the way Indiana's like playing. You got Alfred Payton there. Number 26 is trying to figure it out. He drives, gets a shot up there. He took all his life energy to get that shot up on the rim. So he's gonna get two free throws there. This dude here with the weird ass mustache looks bugged. They make fun of our era with the guys the way they had their haircuts, man. But some of these guys, just because it's in style doesn't mean you should have it, man. I mean, with the nappy hair or stuff, it's pretty cool. But just because that's a style doesn't mean that's a style you should have. So it's just weird. So dope. So what you're saying is that we might be able to run that motion offense, now that we have an offensive threat at every position. Yeah, man. I kind of like the way it looks. It looks, when you're seeing it on paper, this is on paper. G League is on paper. To see it run, it makes you wonder why we can't do that, on our for our own team. The teams are so close, so we should like the playbook should be interchangeable. Some of the plays that the Westchester runs, the Knicks should try to run it too. But I don't think the coaching staffs are that close with each other there as far as working with each other. Wow, Roby came in there, looked like he had wanted to dunk it there. Good coordination, able to double clutch it to get the nice layup off the glass. Good stuff there. Evander Childs High School, number 26. He pulls up for three, knocks that down. So it's 95 here, but I see on the scoreboard here on the screen the Westchester Knicks about to get another three, and there goes a transition three by Charlie Brown. So Charlie Brown's a fun player, man. He's another guy that I don't think could ever make it to the big leagues there, but he got 20 points, 20.6 rebounds. The game is done, man. So 22 with a 3-point shot. He misses that. So that's the game right there. Here comes the Westchester Knicks. I'm looking for some action. Here goes Roby all the way inside for a nice layup there. He falls to the ground. No foul called. So the game is over there, basically. So I don't want to miss any big time plays. But like I said, Roby got 19 right now. Jacob Toppin had 23 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Roby also got 7 assists. Got Charlie Brown with 20 and 6. Goodwin, I was expecting him to score a lot. He was 5 for 22 tonight, but he ended up with 13 assists. Goodwin gets a lot of assists, man. Watch his games. He gets a lot of assists. I don't know if he's not leading the league in assists, but he's up there, like top 3 as far as like assisting in the G League, man. So he definitely passes the ball, gets his teammates involved. Shout out to Dylan Windler. He got 16 rebounds, man. I feel like he definitely was in there getting a lot of opportunistic rebounds. 16 and 16 for him. Off the bench, you got Diake had a big impact off the bench. This guy Skapanskev, whatever his name he got 6 points. Kind of just a garbage player. Obadiah Noel, shout out to him. His stats don't say what he contributed to the game, but he definitely set the table in the second half as far as his toughness to turn the tables here for the this Westchester Knicks to win this game. So the G League team is the champions of the winter showcase. So shout out to these guys, man. They definitely got $100,000 going to be wired to them tonight. So that's a good look for these guys. Like I said, hard workers and whatever guys that are living the dream playing a professional style of basketball. They're not making millions. Some of these guys are making millions, because they're like draft picks and stuff like that. But a lot of these guys are not making millions of dollars, man. So that $100,000 that they're gonna get is gonna go a long way to these guys, man. So it's definitely a good look. That first half of basketball was brutal on the Westchester side, but the second half, man, these guys were able to definitely set the table and play Westchester Knicks style basketball, and really get out there and bust this team's ass here. 107-99. Look at that score. You can see the team there. It's good to see these guys contributing here. Everybody contributed to this game. You can see everybody definitely a lot of hugs and stuff. Look at these hats, man. this is the G League budget here. Look at those hats that they wearing there. Shout out to all everybody out there. There's a lot of young kids out there working on the floor there. A lot of guys up and coming, trying to get jobs with the NBA, get their little feet wet here, in the sports business. Shout out to Diop. This almost looks like they won a championship, like they won the G League championship. But it's nice though. These guys are happy, to get a chance to celebrate, see Charlie Brown putting a t-shirt on, jumping up and down. Just good stuff, man. So I mean, just watching this, man, it just makes you feel good. Like I'm trying to say, like watching these guys win something like this, it's just a showcase. They didn't win the G League championship, but they won the G League showcase, man. So to see the guys celebrating like this, everybody's so happy, just light. Look, everybody's cheesing. All these guys, look at this. These are like people you could tell that behind the scene guys and stuff. These guys are intimate. They know each other in an intimate level, man. So look at that. It's good to see. Look at Sharif Abdul Rahim. He's looking at these guys like kind of like awkward because these guys are really really celebrating like they won the G League championship. I'm waiting for the champagne to bust out and shit. This shit is kind of funny, but it's good to see, man. I got this guy David Rinsker, whatever his name is, and the G League president. I didn't know that's who he was, Sharif Abdul Rahim. So I mean, he's gonna give the championship trophy to the Westchester Knicks. So we got Jalen Brown is there holding on to it. Everybody's tapping in. This is a good look, man. So I mean, for fans on the outside, oh, this is your championship. No, I mean, it's good to see happiness. It's good to see other teams do it, and you can see like the joy. But these guys are Knicks, man. So it's good to see the joy from a team that's wearing that Knicks logo on their chest, man. Even though it's Westchester. Like I said, Design the Diop. I just don't understand why he's the coach, but obviously he must be good. He's very successful. This team is 12-4. Now they're 13-4. I don't know if these games count according to the record. But these guys definitely did something good here. Like I said, I'm very happy for them for Christmas here. Christmas, they definitely gonna get some extra bread. It looks like Goodwin is gonna get the MVP. He deserves it. He had 33 the first game. He had 28 the next game. I believe he had high assists on both games too. In this game, double, 13 assists, 13 points, right? Yeah, man, 13 points, 13 assists. So he got the MVP. Well deserved. He's another guy that deserves to be on somebody's NBA team as a backup point guard. Very good basketball player, man. Look at Charlie Brown Jr. Definitely definitely a good teammate, man. That's one thing you're gonna get out of this, man. These guys are good teammates. You definitely can appreciate just watching it, man. Yeah, man. So good stuff, man. I'm just taking a look. So yes, sir, you are in Detroit. Yeah, Brianna. Oh, Brianna. It's impressive win, man. So I think we might have got some fans, guys. I think we might have like built some fans for this Westchester team. You know? Yeah, $100,000, bro. $100,000 a lot for Christmas. Right in time for Christmas, man. So Christmas and all these guys' houses are gonna be great this year. Hopefully these guys don't blow the money on something stupid, man. Like me, I blew for like $500 gambling on my phone. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully these guys don't do that. They don't go on FanDuel or something like that and blow their money on DraftKings or something like that. But hopefully they use it for their family and could possibly fly guys in, or maybe them fly themselves somewhere to enjoy with their family. Get some extra presents and stuff, or maybe give some away to some people. It's good stuff, man. Definitely. Yeah, so that's Goodwin. Brandon Goodwin is the MVP of the tournament, man. Like I said, well deserved. Uh yeah, $100,000 each, I believe. I believe it's $100,000 each. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? If they split $100,000, it'd be kind of fucked up. Then it's like what, like less than 10,000 for each. It's like, I mean, keep your money. But $100,000 is another story. So that's what's up. Yeah, I really do. I think it's $100,000. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Steph, for hanging out. Steph, like I've been trying my best to try to find time to get some more podcasts out, man. So, MBK is always asking, how come you don't hit me up to do anything? But it's like, listen, I don't be having time. I wish I had more time to do it, but I got to be careful what you ask for, because I could get some more time. I could easily get fired any day, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad I have a job. I'm glad I have the opportunity to come on and talk to you guys and enjoy the sport that I love, enjoy the Knicks, enjoy the team. But Westchester just won, man. So I don't know if you guys want to celebrate that. What I'm saying, the winter showcase. They still got a whole season of basketball to play. But yeah, man, I'm up out of here. Shout out to Julian. Happy holidays, man. So the Knicks play tomorrow, so you guys will see me tomorrow. Probably for halftime, guys, because the game, like I said, the Knicks play tomorrow. Get ready. The Knicks play tomorrow at 12:30. So adjust your clocks accordingly. I don't know if you guys, I mean, everybody got shopping and stuff to do. Some people at work, a lot of you guys have last minute shopping, last minute cleaning up to do, or whatever you need to do. But the Knicks do play at 12:30. So if you're out there, get your phones ready to watch the game. And then at halftime, around 1:30 or so, you'll probably see me doing the crunch time show for tomorrow, just because I couldn't make it for the full game. So anyway, is this Paris Duggar? Paris Duggar, he popped in here with $2, man. I'll be trying to get out of here, so you guys don't start dropping dimes on here on the last few minutes. But definitely appreciate you, Paris, man. As always, popping in, supporting the podcast, not just mine, but everybody's, man. But definitely appreciate you guys, love and support. But I'm up out of here before Paris gives me another one, But we out of here. So I mean, we won. So I have a couple Knicks things here. I still gotta bring some of those videos that I have from the other network. But since we won, let's listen to some good music here. We got the Die Hard Knicks theme song, and we up out of here, guys. 4 fingers to that forehead, tucking the thumb. Salute. See you guys later. Peace.
Eru, I see you. Die Hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He could smell the trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place, cause he is for the team, man. He always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder